start maybe in the lower 30s, and then as the sun comes up, or comes out, I should say, we'll be down into the mid-20s. So that's your forecast for tomorrow. Today is just going to be cloudy.
Chilly.
Yeah, chilly.
Okay.
It's actually the forecast for today that I was telling you.
It is, yeah. It's going to be a little on the chilly side.
And then we'll see an increase in clouds tomorrow with a high in the mid-20s.
We've been having automotive problems with my wife's vehicles, so...
is the thing that you told me you thought was wrong with it actually wrong with it, or?
What did I tell you?
That the front part of the vehicle?
No, I'll have that checked out tomorrow. However, there was a new problem.
Oh, my goodness.
The tires that were put on, one of them is mysteriously leaking.
Leaking air?
Leaking air.
Oh, my goodness.
So I've had to deal with that. And then mysteriously, the stem where you might screw on the fix-a-flat has been stripped. Mysteriously.
Oh, so if
I was unable to thread anything, so it's going to have the stem replaced. Let me just tell you something. There are places that I love and I swear by. Find a place that you can get your vehicle fixed that you trust, and make sure you can trust them.
And stay
with them and take care of them. Buy them a gift at Christmas. I don't know. Of course, Steep Honey Mazda, pristine. I love getting my vehicle serviced there. They're just incredible. And I'll talk about them a little bit later. But anyway, so my wife has a vehicle. It's an older vehicle, and she, as much as I say, get a vehicle, you should get a vehicle. She loves the no payment.
The no payment option.
Yeah. I said, get a vehicle. We'll just pay cash for it. Just get a vehicle.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want.
I got a Mack truck here. That thing.
Got a tractor.
I probably could pick that up for $550, and money will go to a good cause. So there's a really nice blue Clinton tractor.
New Holland, baby.
It's a New Holland. It could be yours. Safrano Vasquez. There's a big billboard on the arterial this morning.
Saw that.
And it is congratulating him. Ryan Nobles is a no-go. He is tomorrow, by the way.
Okay.
Safrano will be on this morning. The winner of NBC's The Voice. And congratulations to him. Hobica's free money question of the day. Is this it? Okay.
No, I got some other
Okay. Davey, what are we looking at on the Hobica? I just heard you said jam-packed, and I'm looking at it like, okay, we can make it jam-packed. Davey, what are we looking at for Hobica's free money question of the day this morning?
Hold on a second. Well,
okay,
I didn't want to be rude.
Okay, you finished.
$200.
You finished chewing.
Eating in there when you're not
You finished chewing, and we'll be right with you.
I'm done. $200.
$200 today. We'll be on the line. Chance to win $200 from the Hobica Law Firm. Also, we're adding along with that as a consolation. Perfect for the holidays. The fun food and fun card, which is from the Comets, their restaurants, their gift shop, anything at the Odd and Nexus. And Aquavino, Babes, Taylor and the Cook, 72 Tavern and Grill, any of those places. It is the food and fun card. It's a $25 gift card. And, Andrew, we go even further by a consolation. It's a $25 gift card to It's a Utica Thing.
We're just giving away everything.
Kitchen and bar.
Love it.
And if you've not been there to check it out, it is awesome. The food is delicious. And one of the things I always look for is you could eat off the floor there. It is one of the most beautiful restaurants in the area, and certainly, if not one of the cleanest restaurants you're going to find anywhere. But the food is so good. It's really representative of Utica-style Italian food. Around 300 rounds of ammunition. This is in Yorkville. 10 guns and cocaine seized from a man there in Yorkville. Troopers executed a search warrant at 8 7th Street in Yorkville on Thursday. According to Jack Keeler, spokesperson for the New York State Police, the Yorkville is a village that is somewhat nearby us here, right?
It is.
And officers arrested found that David Borowick, 37 of Yorkville, had around 300 rounds of ammunition, according to Keeler. Also had 10 guns, including 2 ghost guns. A ghost gun, obviously, we've been seeing that in the news with this assassin kid, and he had that in his possession. Some of the guns were semi-automatic, others were rifles and pistols. He was arrested and charged with second-degree criminal possession of a weapon, third-degree criminal possession of a weapon, and also taken to the United County Jail and being held with no bail. They say cocaine was also seized from the home, according to New York State Police.
We have the full story at WIBX950.com, and we're actually going to be speaking with Steve Houck, Lieutenant Steve Houck, retired, about the latest on that Luigi Mangione, and about the latest discovery how the shell casings at the scene match that gun that he was in possession of.
And they also had the writing on them, right?
Yeah.
And then he also found was also found in his possession. Part of the manifesto was actually targeting that CEO.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, though. What is going on? All of a sudden, people are donating money to
his defense fund.
To his defense fund.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Because they're saying he's almost a folk hero because insurance companies are bad. Now, I will admit that we have a problem with insurance companies, and insurance companies are probably a big part of our problem in our healthcare system in the United States. But we have ways of dealing with that. We don't go out and start shooting their CEOs.
There's a lot of negative companies that you could.
There are
argue,
a lot of things.
and-
I mean, I was just listening to that Nettie, the thing you sit on to go to the bathroom.
the squatty
that commercial.
potty. Yeah.
Why do we have to even have that commercial?
What is it?
But
Just
I'm
when
not
you
going to go
think
out
it
and
can't
shoot
get
the
worse.
CEO because I don't like the commercial. It grosses me out. The toe fungus commercial.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to eliminate that commercial, not by shooting their people.
Well, and
There's something really, really wrong with all of this. And the fact that this is very scary. In cities around the country, there are wanted signs that have the pictures of CEOs of healthcare and insurance companies.
that's nice.
There is something wrong with the world we are living in right now.
And, in listening to interviews, since this all happened, a lot of people are coming to the defense of Brian Thompson, saying as a young man in the industry that he was the CEO of this company, and he was the type of person that was going to do what he could to possibly change the way that, in some small way, attempting to try to change at least the way United Healthcare responded to their patients and their
Well, we'll
their
never know,
customers,
though,
but
will we?
we'll never
Because
know.
he's been gunned down.
Shot.
President Joe Biden will commute this is breaking this morning. Biden will commute the sentences of 1,500 nonviolent offenders in the biggest act of clemency in presidential history. That is a developing story. We'll get more on that as the day goes on. Mike says, I woke up this morning to the WKTV Christmas commercial.
It's Christmas.
The Oak Ridge Boys. Remember Anthony Weiner?
How could you forget?
Weiner has now filed to run for a seat on the New York City Council, potentially launching a comeback of his political career. You got to be kidding me.
Interesting.
In a phone conversation on Tuesday with the AP, Weiner, a Democrat, said he's still exploring whether to actually campaign for the office. He said he opened the committee late last week so he could participate in a forum held by Democrats later in the week. He referred additional questions and statements that he made on his weekly radio show, The Middle with Anthony Weiner. He has a weekly radio show.
Wow. Talk about a guy who's made a Teflon there.
Which I would hope he, on that radio show, is paying for it. You know that Weiner pleaded guilty in 2017 to having illicit online contact with a 15-year-old girl, was sentenced to 21 months in federal prison, released in 2019, ordered to register as a sex offender.
Ooh.
And he is
Gross.
considering a run. Back to my original statement, what in the world is going on with society?
The world today.
What is happening? Davey, get on that microphone there. I've got some big news here. Did you see the story on quarterback Kyle McCord?
Yeah, he WSTM Channel 3 was doing a telethon for the Salvation Army or the American Red Cross yesterday.
Okay.
And Megan Coleman, who was on site, did an interview with Kyle McCord because some Syracuse football and basketball players were volunteering their time.
Answering the phone.
And what you're going to ask me, Kyle McCord said he is going to play in the Holiday Bowl.
Here's how he said it during the interview. It's actually on WTVH was the interview, and it was the Salvation Army they were raising funds for. Megan Coleman asked the question, "Are you going to play?" And this is a direct quote, Davey, from McCord. Are you ready? "I'm playing. Yeah, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing." That's exactly
it's
what
like
he
if
said.
he was tired of hearing that question.
Maybe that's it. Maybe he was, and he was actually sitting down.
For God's sakes, I'm playing.
Taking phone calls and all of that. In the background, volunteers answering the phones for the event rang bells in celebration. Members of the SU football team were answering phones for the event. Earlier in the week, Fran Brown said, "I think he's playing. I think he's playing. I think he's playing. I think he's playing." Brown shared a similar message for the rest of the Orange Star players, saying, "We don't opt out around here." Few, if any, of Syracuse's players are currently projected as first or second round NFL draft picks, the range where sitting out bowl games has become common practice. Still, there are a parade of college stars this season that will not play in bowl games. It's kind of something they're going to have to work out because it is ruining the entire bowl game.
Well, You
situation.
can argue that college football has ruined itself in a way. You know, I've heard a lot of commentators say it's basically become the NFL without a salary cap with 1-year deals for every player, and the most money goes to the highest player, and what team is going to offer them what, and they can just move on if they want.
I think he can raise his stock in this bowl game. Others have piped in. I forgot who was messaging in the other day saying he can't go in. There's nowhere further he can go.
Yeah.
He needs to end on that Miami game. I disagree. If he can bring Syracuse to win its 10th game of the season, he also can break the ACC single-season record for passing yards. If he throws for 268 yards, will make him. He'll remain ahead of Miami's Cam Ward. McCord leads Ward by 203 yards entering the postseason. So it'll be a great feather in his cap. And I do believe if he has a great game, could raise his stock. Obviously, if he has a bad game, it will not do well. But guess what? You're playing week by week. He isn't that high up on the draft pick list.
Well, Fran Brown thought he had to end with the Texas A&M coach, quarterback, because he recruited him to come to Georgia before he went to Texas A&M. So he's out of the transfer portal. They thought Syracuse was thought to be the destination,
okay,
but he's going to Houston. So now they're looking at the Liberty quarterback. But I also heard this morning, I read that the LSU backup quarterback is transferring out, and Syracuse is like highly one or two of his stops, and he's coming into the campus this weekend for a visit.
Okay.
So maybe he'll be on campus.
Hopefully it's not too cold up there.
So maybe he'll be on campus on Saturday, and they can treat him to the 100th anniversary of Syracuse Georgetown game at the JMA Wireless Dome. Maybe he'll be in attendance watching the game.
That's a good point.
That is a good point.
I'll be there.
You will be there. Okay. I am being told. Can somebody check YouTube? Because I'm being told that it is.
They're saying it's on now.
It is on.
Gina told me YouTube is not on and then said it's on now.
Okay, I'm glad because I was just about to. Is there a picture? Because I'm not looking at the picture for some reason.
I don't know.
Anyway,
break.
it looks like it's on. So if anybody has a problem, let me know. What else this morning? I mentioned Safrano Vasquez. We'll have him on. You know, our Christmas Eve show will be the 24th this year on Christmas Eve, and it runs from 6 a.m. until 12 noon, December 24th. And among the people performing and coming in on that day will include Safrano Vasquez. I wonder if we could get him, if he would come in and actually perform with the mayor. The mayor seems to be all over him.
Yeah, maybe they can do a little
maybe
vocal
the mayor
saxophone duo.
The mayor comes in with his father, and maybe they could do their performance. But when Safrano performs,
you can accompany.
Maybe there's a sax solo in there. Somewhere.
I like that.
That might be something idea. Worth checking out. Let me break quickly. Oops, woke up to. I've got one more comment from Mike. Do you want me to do it?
Yes, please.
I have my AI on the phone now, so every message that I get is summarized. So if you send me 10 messages, it all summarizes into one.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is nice when you're glancing, but when I'm trying to read specifically what somebody's saying, it is not. It's officially Christmas for me this morning. I saw the first time of what will be 10,000 times this Christmas, the WKTV Christmas commercial with the Oak Ridge Boys singing in the background. Christmas is painting the town. And then he says, if DeVito can start as an NFL quarterback, perhaps McCord can as well. I completely agree with that. If you had your chance, DeVito or McCord, I think the choice would be pretty darn simple. Let me break quickly. We'll come right back. Remember, you can bid on the Utica Mack truck, which comes from Utica Mack, or you can certainly bid on the tractor, which has a little dump truck along with it. We'll show you a picture of those coming up on YouTube. If you want to check it out, go to YouTube and search Keeler live stream. It's a good time to do it because you want to be watching on YouTube when we do the Christmas show, especially because think about it. We'll have like 100 guests come through the studio that day, and just to see the studio, I think we're going to try to have like a live roaming camera as well on that day. It'll be pretty cool. So all you got to do is go to YouTube, and not YouTube TV, YouTube, and search Keeler live stream. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and like, and it'll be in your inbox, your email inbox every single morning, the link to it. Pretty cool. We'll break quickly. Hold tight. Thursday morning at WIBX.
The church gives us a peace the world cannot give. Letting go of bitterness and resentment can help us find inner peace. The sacrament of reconciliation and the grace the sacrament provides may help us to forgive ourselves, forgive others, and enjoy a peace we may not have known for years. What a gift. On December 16th, Catholic churches throughout the diocese will be open for the sacrament of reconciliation. The light is on for you. Come home for Christmas, and let's celebrate the joy of the Eucharist.
The holidays are here, and so are the biggest savings of the year at Steed Pawnee Chevrolet in Herkimer during their Red Tag year-end blowout. Save on a 2024 Silverado RST V8 4x4 dealer demo. Get $10,000 off. Or lease a 2024 Silverado Crew Cab LT 4x4 for just $469 a month. Prefer something sporty? Lease a 2025 Trailblazer LS all-wheel drive for only $359 a month. Visit SteedPawneeChevy.com or stop by and see why it's always easy to do business at Steed Pawnee Chevrolet. The Steed Pawnee family wishes you and your family a joyful holiday season. Together, let's drive. Customers must qualify with top-tier credit through GM Financial. Lease terms of 3 years, 10,000 miles per year. Mileage penalty of 25 cents per mile over 30,000 miles. Lessee must have a current Chevy lease in the household. Silverado demo stock number 24615. Silverado lease stock number 24447. Trailblazer stock number 25217. All taxes, fees, $1,000 down on first payment due at delivery. Must take delivery by December 31st. See salesperson for details.
For eligible individuals 18 and older with self-perceived mild to moderate hearing loss only. Results vary. See website for details and important safety information.
Life without hearing aids can be frustrating.
Andy, did you hear what she just said?
No, I'm sorry. What did I miss?
I said I got the promotion, Dad. I thought you would be excited.
You're missing out on the important moments of your life because you just can't hear them. It's time to try the Jabra Enhanced Select 500, our smallest, most advanced hearing aid. With proprietary speech clarity technology, even the most complex listening situations like a noisy restaurant are crisp and clear. And you can get the same advanced hearing aid technology and professional care you expect from a clinic at a fraction of the cost. Get Jabra Enhance over-the-counter hearing aids and stop missing the important moments. Save $300 on Enhance Select 500 hearing aids automatically at checkout. Just go to JabraEnhance.com/radio. That's JABRA Enhance.com/radio. JabraEnhance.com/radio.
Imagine this. You're coming down the stairs. You miss a step, but you catch yourself. And that's when you feel it. It's your knee, and it really hurts. Now you have to make a choice. The faster you see an orthopedic specialist, the sooner you'll be on your way to recovery. Choose Community Memorial Center for Orthopedics, now with a clinic open every Wednesday in New Hartford. You'll get fast access to world-class orthopedic care. We have imaging on site, and you'll be treated by Dr. Rochelle Takamoto. She's one of the most respected orthopedists in the area, and she's done more VELYS robotic-assisted surgeries than any female physician in the world. So whether it's a new injury or a long-term pain in any joint, walk into our clinic and get treated by one of the best orthopedic specialists in the area in the shortest time possible. That's Community Memorial Center for Orthopedics, with clinics weekdays in Hamilton and now every Wednesday at 83 Genesee Street in New Hartford. Visit orthoemergency.com.
Give the most unique gift only you can give. Get those old films, tapes, and slides transferred to digital locally. Call Walt at 315-768-0277. Media Partners Group in New York Mills.
First News with Keeler in the morning on WIBX.
All right, kids, come on, gather around here with the boys. We're going to sing us a Christmas song. Come on, gather in now. Here we go.
I'm throwing a snowball at Andrew, who's catching it now on camera.
Can't you hear it?
You're waving to a camera that's not on.
Oh, okay. How about
wave? You can wave now.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Sidewalk Santa.
Sidewalk Santa.
Children
Whispering.
asking him, please.
I do kind of like this song.
It is good. I mean, it's catchy. It gets you in a good mood.
It was the beginning of my career when I was working at WLFH in Little Falls. That this song was on, and we'd play it over and over. Along with Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Oh, that was
the
a big one.
Everybody wanted to hear. So. I think they in the past have had some really clever ones, and now they're celebrating their 75th anniversary. So, are they bringing? I'll have to ask because I haven't seen their Christmas greeting or Christmas card, whatever they call it.
They've had a good amount of. They have a good amount of staff on it.
They should go back and do
old ones. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, like they're really like Sandy Arn and Bill Sally. Bill Sally and his wife Sally. Sally.
Sally.
That's true.
Right.
That's very true. And I think she might have even worked in the sales department. Dick Lawler and Lyle Bosley. Some people you can tell they don't have a significant other, so they'll have their dog or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Or they don't have kids and they have their pets.
Don't. Mike, no, I'm not going to. Yes, we are having a problem with a car shop.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not going to disclose where it is. I try not to do that.
Yeah, it could cause some issues.
Although, let me tell you something. If you'd have called me last night, I'd have been disclosing crap. Let me tell you.
You would have been.
If you'd have called me last night.
If you call Bill, he'll tell you.
I would be like, do not ever go to this place. Well, the thing is, it's like, it's year after year because we will store, we have 2 sets of tires.
Yeah.
It's my wife's big thing, and she's right.
I just got my snow tires on
Snow
yesterday.
tires versus all-season tires. All-season tires are great if you live in, Hudson Valley or something. But here, we get we get a lot of snow. You have to have snow tires. And even more so if you do a job like ours where you're coming in early in the morning. Oftentimes, the side streets are not plowed.
Right.
During a storm, we still have to come in. We can't be like, well, we'll come in a little later.
Yeah, right.
But we have to be here earlier usually. So having snow, so year after so we'll put on the snow tires and then switch them out and put on the summer tires or the all-season radials. But every year, mysteriously, there's I'm just going to say this. Every year, mysteriously, the $30 job of putting the tires on, switching them around, becomes, there's a problem with this.
Yeah, they're supposed to be stored, right?
No. I'm not talking. Yes, tires
safely.
So the tires we just had put on last night, we have a flat tire. That angered me. And then when I found out the stem was stripped, and I couldn't fit anything on the valve,
whether it's a full on,
and that's a trick, by the way. That's a little scam. So you go, and all of a sudden you can't. It creates a leak, and they're like, "Oh, your stem's gone. We're going to have to replace the stem." That's another $110. Anyway, every year during the season change, we go, and a filter's bad, or this is bad, or that's bad. Meanwhile, she doesn't even drive the car. If she puts 2,000 miles on a car, it's a shocker. This thing is a 2014 she has, and it has under 50,000 miles on it. So every time we go, there's another problem. And then instead of that $30 or that $80 bill to do that, maybe add an oil change or something, I'm spending $800, $900 on these problems. And I'm always getting a picture of what the problem is and a video of what the problem is. And I'm sometimes wondering, is that even the undercarriage of my car? I'm wondering. So let me tell you, you better cherish the place that you go to if you trust them and you know you can trust them. Cherish
if you're
them.
a place that Bill or I go to, you better be on top of your game.
Well, anybody. And God forbid a poor, I'm going to tell you something. My wife would have just paid the bill.
Right.
Would have just paid this and had this major part replaced. Oh, did I tell you there was another problem this 6-month period?
Other than the
tires.
The one that I told you?
Oh, yeah. But it's funny.
Or you told me about?
The mechanic noticed all these problems, but when I drove it drove perfectly fine. There was no play in the front steering mechanism. It wasn't, the steering wheel wasn't shaking. And trust me, I was doing 85. I was hitting every pothole I could hit. I was taking corners sharper than I'm supposed to.
You were trying to damage that part is what you were trying.
Nothing. Give me a break. So the way you end up doing is you take it to a place that you can trust. Steve Panimaz is a place I know I can trust. But there are a few others out there as well that you just know you can trust. So I'm just saying, cherish that place. So, Mike, no, I can't. I'm going to try not to be thinking about it today. Because the more I think about it, the angrier I get. By 9 a.m., I might be spewing my guts. I don't know. Anything.
We'll try not to anger you.
Hopefully I'll be off the air by then. Okay. A couple of other things that I have. Did you see that when they were moving the assassin?
Yes. They were
the
transporting him.
United Healthcare shooter, they were transporting him. Someone yelled something out. I don't know if you're able to hear it. Did you see this clip?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
This is something other than when he was screaming at reporters, correct?
Well, screaming at reporters, they ended up being bashed up against the wall, which I'd have hit him up against the wall a little harder. Anyway, someone yelled something at him. And make sure I've got this all up. Here we go.
What's happening, Luigi? What's going on, Luigi? Luigi, it's me, Mario. Me, Mario.
Did you hear the reporter? It's me, Mario. Mario.
It's me, Mario.
That is so funny. Meanwhile, though, I mean, it's not funny because
I've seen a lot of AI memes now.
Killed somebody. Oh, no. A guy in Utah bought a used car on Monday, then went back to the dealership the same day and accused them of selling him a lemon. And when he didn't get the refund he wanted, he drove it straight through their front door. See, this is why I can't let myself get overly
in New York,
upset
in New York, there's a lemon law, so that man would have been protected.
Yeah.
But I guess not in Utah.
Here is the moment the crash, the manager of the dealership talking about it, and the man that crashed the car, Michael Murray, explaining himself on justification, by the way, exactly why he did it.
Whoa! Call the cops! Is anybody under the car? No.
It was kind of a very, very scary situation. Several hours later, he came back and he was very emotional. He said, listen, if you don't give me my money back right now, I'm going to run this car right through the front door.
I was just really angry. I was upset about my money. I kind of blacked out for a second. You know, I know I probably shouldn't have done it, but I guess I just hit a breaking point.
How was he able to talk?
They interviewed the guy. Yeah. What is going on?
They must have been waiting for police or something. I don't know. Rob Schneider has a new.
Oh my God!
Has a new talk show. Did you see this?
I did not.
He's the comedian actor Rob Schneider.
Yes.
Has a new talk show on Fox News at night recently, and talked about his launch of a new women's talk show. Actually, that he's producing it, and he's saying it's going to be the opposite of The View, where no one talks at the same time.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to be real or not. I don't know. National Ding-a-Ling Day. Also,
right.
National Chuck Berry Day is today.
Glad you clarified.
Chuck Berry had the great song, the favorite, My Ding-a-Ling.
Yeah.
What else do I have? United Healthcare shooter Luigi Mangione was being transported by cops. I did that one. Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Just took
the
a
opportunity to do
fugitive
that.
dog in New Orleans named Scrim has been roaming the city and evading volunteers for months. They're trying to capture the dog. Locals are even getting tattoos of the dog, making shirts in his honor. At one point, Michelle Charmaine was fostering him, and Scrim jumped out a second-story window to escape and got away. Yeah, this is apparently nothing else is going on in New Orleans, and they're paying attention to this story. I thought this was interesting. A Canadian man has won the 2024 Microsoft Excel World Championship.
What in the heck is that?
Have you used Excel? Have you ever made an Excel form?
You do very well with the
use a
Excel
lot.
forms.
Yeah.
I'm like not beyond just a few tables or charts.
Well, I'm going to tell you this about that. It is a great program, and I was doing something recently with Excel, and it was computing. It was doing a math computation, so it was a percentage, and I had something wrong in my formula, and it was giving me the wrong solution, the wrong number.
So it'll follow your formula.
It'll
even
follow
if
your
it's
formula
wrong.
if you get it wrong. So always make sure you double check and make sure you got the right formula in there. Anyway, this guy is from Canada, and he won the World Championship, apparently doing formulas. And Michael Jaman was the winner. Here he is. The moment he won. This is big.
Are we going to see the belt go from Australia to Canada?
Where's
Is the
it
belt
going, guys? Come on,
from
let's hear some
Australia
noise
to
in the
Canada?
audience.
All right.
They're trying to treat this like it's
UFC or something.
or it's like the eating contest at Coney Island, the hot dog eating contest.
Oh my God!
And they're trying to add, so with math and science, you can get excited. It can be exciting, and this is what's going on. Will the Canadian win?
Oh, 10
Where are we
seconds
going?
left. 10 seconds.
Come on.
Is anything going to happen? Ah!
Michael Jarman!
Look at that. Michael Jarman.
All those years of training have come to this moment in
the
2024.
World Championship. Look at that.
Can somebody look this up? That's all I have on this story. I don't know. Is it really? Is he computing, or
Look it up.
Is it some wrestling match? It sounded more like a wrestling match. I'll find out next hour. We have news coming right up.
Being prepared for winter weather starts with New Holland. For large snow removal jobs to clearing driveways, New Holland has the equipment to stay one step ahead. Overcome winter's toughest conditions faster, cleaner, and safer with the New Holland lineup of skid steer loaders, compact track loaders, compact wheel loaders, and compact utility tractors. The year-end celebration is going on now. Visit Clinton Tractor today and get equipped for winter.
We are the leader in service, Clinton Tractor.
ClintonTractor.net.
The 2025 Seize the Deal golf card is back and on sale now. Swing into golf savings at 15 of the area's top courses for $75 with the Town Square 2025 Seize the Deal golf card. That's right, $75 gets you 15 rounds of golf. Some courses include Valley View, Twin Ponds, Pine Hills, Sequoia Knolls, and more. There are a limited number of cards available, so don't delay. Get your $75 Seize the Deal golf card at seizethedeal.com.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down, get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Why wait for January to start your health journey? The time to take action is now. Hi everyone, this is Lisa from Fit Body Bootcamp. Whether you're looking to get stronger, feel better, or just start living your best life, me and my team of coaches are here to help. Right now, you can jumpstart your fitness goals by joining our Fit for the Holidays 28-day promotion for only $57. Or come on in and join us for 3 free sessions. Don't wait for the new year. Start your health journey now. Just give us a call and live your best life at Fit Body Bootcamp, located in Whitesboro and Clinton.
Could you come up with $10,000 right now if you had to? That's the average price of a funeral in America, an expense you're expected to cover after the sudden death of your spouse. Luminary Life is here to help. Luminary Life provides affordable final expense insurance for adults over 50. For as little as $1 a day, Luminary Life will provide you with up to $50,000 for the funeral and related expenses. Just call Luminary Life at 1-844-621-6888 to start your coverage over the phone today. Get peace of mind knowing your loved ones will be taken care of with Luminary Life. No medical exams required. Rates will never increase. Benefits and coverage are guaranteed. True peace of mind for you and those you love at a time when it's needed most from Luminary Life. Just call Luminary Life at 1-844-621-6888 today and get a policy worth up to $50,000 for as little as $1 a day. 1-844-621-6888. That's 1-844-621-6888.
It's that holiday time of year. Give the gift of hearing to you or a loved one. Rated in the best hearing aids of 2024 by USA Today, Audien Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, just $189.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
Join over 500,000 happy customers by going to AudienHearing.com. That's AUDIEN Hearing.com.
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome. W295EI. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, a Town Square media station.
They still don't know. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Who is flying the drones that have been seen for weeks over New Jersey? Governor Phil Murphy tells WNYC.
I promise you this is our top priority.
A Republican congressman from New Jersey, Jeff Van Drew, told Fox that sources have told him
Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones.
But a Pentagon spokesperson responded saying that is not true. Iran is not off the East Coast doing that. Days after President Biden's controversial pardon of his son Hunter, he's issued a bunch more, pardoning 39 people this morning. All were convicted of nonviolent crimes. The president's also commuted to sentences of nearly 1,500 others. It's the biggest act of clemency in one day for any president ever. An American's been freed in Syria after being detained for 7 months. Travis Timmerman, this days after opposition rebels took control of Syria and leader Bashar al-Assad fled to Russia.
And trying to figure out what comes next is the main purpose of Antony Blinken's latest Middle East trip. The Secretary of State's ready to put forward the U.S. government's vision of what's being called a Syrian-led transition to an accountable and representative government.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Police in New York City keep building a murder case against Luigi Mangione. He was accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. They found the gun when Mangione was arrested Monday in Pennsylvania, where he remains jailed. And
We were able to match that gun to the 3 shell casings that we found in Midtown at the scene of the homicide.
NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch also says they have fingerprints from trash left behind in a Starbucks. President-elect Trump will ring the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange this morning, ahead of Time magazine reportedly naming him Person of the Year. And incoming Trump press secretary Caroline Leavitt just confirmed to Fox Chinese leader Xi Jinping has been invited to the Trump inauguration.
This is an example of President Trump creating an open dialogue with leaders of countries that are not just our allies, but our adversaries and our competitors, too.
America's listening to Fox News.
Police officer and K-9 handler Jacob Russell Chaffins was fatally shot while attempting to serve warrants for domestic violence offenses. And thanks to friends like you and your generosity, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation gave the Chaffins family the gift of a mortgage-free home. There's so much more to do and to say thank you to our nation's heroes and their families for their immense sacrifices, all for us. Donate $11 a month. Go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
President-elect Trump does not have to fire FBI Director Christopher Wray when he takes office again next month. Wray saw the writing on the wall.
FBI Director Christopher Wray is resigning at the end of the Biden administration, he says, a decision that will prevent the Bureau from being dragged deeper into the fray.
And what absolutely, positively must not change is our commitment to doing the right thing in the right way every time.
Wray has more than 2 years remaining on a 10-year term, nominated to lead the FBI by President-elect Trump in 2017. But the president-elect has since accused the FBI of becoming weaponized. He plans to nominate Kash Patel, a former Defense Department and intelligence official, to serve as the next FBI director. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Now, we mentioned the Trump Wall Street bell ringing today. Ahead of that, stock futures are falling the day after the Nasdaq surged to a new record high, closing above 20,000 for the first time. A legendary ex-NFL coach fired earlier this year by the New England Patriots, Bill Belichick, has decided to go to college.
After 333 NFL victories and 6 Super Bowl titles with the Pats, Belichick is finalizing a deal to take over at the University of North Carolina. The 72-year-old Belichick has never coached on the collegiate level. He would become the nation's oldest major college head coach. Belichick would take over a Tar Heels program that has not won an ACC title since 1980. UNC fired 73-year-old Mac Brown after a 6-6 campaign. There was some speculation Belichick might return to the NFL next season. He's 14 wins shy of Hall of Famer Don Shula's career record of 347 victories. Bob Mortale, Fox News.
In basketball, the NBA Cup semifinals are set after Houston beat Golden State and Atlanta beat New York. The Rockets will play the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Hawks will play the Milwaukee Bucks Saturday. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Good morning, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM news time, 7:05. I'm Andrew Derminio. We have cloudy skies and 30 degrees. Your full weather forecast is coming up. This update brought to you by John's Mobile Home Parts and Accessories in Oriskany Falls. For all your mobile home needs, it's worth a trip. Go to johnsmobilehomeparts.com for more information. The State Attorney General's office has released its report on a fatal officer-involved shooting. Back in April, Syracuse police officer Michael Jensen and Onondaga County Deputy Michael Husak were killed by Christopher Murphy after they responded to a call in Salina. The AG's office says police were justified in using deadly force against Murphy because he posed a safety risk. Murphy was armed with an AR-15 rifle and had both alcohol and cocaine in his system at the time of the incident. Onondaga County District Attorney William Fitzpatrick is speaking out on a judge's decision not to marry a same-sex couple. A grand jury convened yesterday to discuss the case involving Syracuse City Court Judge Felicia Pitts Davis. Fitzpatrick said he thinks some of Pitts Davis's court decisions might have been based on bigotry. Pitts Davis reportedly refused to marry the couple due to her religious beliefs. Fitzpatrick is not planning to charge her with a crime. Flu season has been underway for a few weeks, but the number of cases in central New York remains low. During the week ending November 30th, Onondaga County had the highest infection total with 10. That was followed by Oneida County with 7 and Oswego County with 3. Residents are being urged to get their flu shots now before the spread of the virus worsens. Immunization clinics can be found at vaccines.gov. And a lot of people will be hitting the roads for the holidays, and police statewide are doing their part to keep motorists safe. The latest Drive Sober or Get Pull Over campaign is underway and runs through January 1st. Law enforcement will be keeping an eye out for drivers who appear to be impaired behind the wheel or are doing things like speeding or violating the move over law. During last year's enforcement period, more than 106,000 tickets were handed out. And the Mega Millions jackpot is rolling over with no grand prize winner Tuesday. The next drawing on Friday will be worth at least $670 million. Take the cash option, and that works out to a little less than $318 million. Of course, the odds of winning all that money aren't great at roughly 1 in 302 million. WIBX 950 AM 92.3 FM news time. Coming up on 7:08, your weather forecast.
$100.
You finished chewing.
Eating in there when you're not
You finished chewing.
Is brought to you by the new
Sorry,
destination.
Davey and I are having a conversation about his chewing.
Yeah, I see that.
Keep chewing, Davey. Keep chewing. You'll be fine.
The new destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville. Your weather.
Lake effect snow bands will be north, but still a few flurry snow showers around, maybe up to an inch of accumulation. Northern Oneida County actually winter weather advisory for maybe an inch or two of snowfall. Most of those snow showers this morning. Then sunshine, temperatures falling into the mid-20s, mid-teens tonight, clouds increase tomorrow, mid-20s. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Right now, 29 degrees with some light snow, cloudy skies. It's 7:08. Sports brought to you by
at some point talk about it after the sports. Talk about the Belichick thing. I do want to talk.
Yeah, I was going to get to it.
And sports is brought to you by
IBEW NECA 43 local contractors.
All right, I'm being impatient.
We'll end with that story.
All right,
but the NFC West is on the national stage for Thursday night football this week. Our picks are upcoming. The Los Angeles Rams head north to battle the San Francisco 49ers tonight at Levi's Stadium. After starting the year 1-4, Matthew Stafford has the Rams rolling. They enter the tilt winners of 2 straight and 6 of their last 8 overall. LA sits just 1 game behind Seattle for first place in the division with 4 games remaining, including a clash with the Seahawks in Week 18. The Niners are coming off that 38-13 rout of the Bears this past Sunday, which ended their 3-game losing streak. San Fran sits at 6-7, which includes a 27-24 loss to the Rams in Week 3. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says the league's relationship with Jay-Z's Rock Nation entertainment company is not changing. The comments Wednesday came after the rapper was accused in a civil lawsuit of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl along with Sean Diddy Combs in 2000. Rock Nation started working with the NFL in 2019 as the league's live music entertainment strategist. Goodell said the league is aware of the allegations and Jay-Z's denial and that nothing is changing, including preparations for the next Super Bowl. The Heat could be moving on from their superstar. According to ESPN, Miami is open to trading 6-time All-Star forward Jimmy Butler. ESPN also reports Butler is open to being traded to the Mavericks, Warriors, Rockets, and Suns. The 35-year-old is averaging just 19 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 4.8 assists per game this season on 55.7% shooting. Let's see here. And a future Pro Football Hall of Famer is taking his talents to Chapel Hill. According to ESPN, 6-time Super Bowl winning head coach, 2 as a coordinator, Bill Belichick, is finalizing a deal to become the next head coach at North Carolina. The 72-year-old makes the switch to college football after working in the NFL in some capacity from 1975 to 2023. The hiring was spearheaded by North Carolina Board Chair John P. Pryor, who met with Belichick multiple times at length. The Tar Heels make the change to Belichick after moving on from Mac Brown, who went 44-33 over 6 years. Washington defensive coordinator Stephen Belichick, Bill's son, is expected to be involved with the UNC staff in some way. So Belichick to the not so big leagues, but starting to become big leagues.
I kind of feel like this is a good move.
In the age of college
football, I didn't think it would be. There was talk about him becoming like a defensive coordinator for the Bills or something like that, which I really felt that would never happen. Here, he's king. It may be a college program, but now with the portal and everything else going on, he can take that to the next level.
In the age of college football and what it has become, yes, the SEC is still king. But it's not out of the realm of possibility. You bring in a coach like Fran Brown to shake up a program like Syracuse. Yeah. Syracuse was a few dumb plays away from being in the ACC championship. It's very possible we may see Belichick even at the JMA Wireless Dome.
He's coming. They're playing Syracuse this next year.
At the Dome.
Yeah.
Davey, what do you think of the deal? You think it's a bad deal for him?
But the point is that, Belichick can assemble a team of kids who want to play for him in this legendary status. It helps with recruiting. Davey, you said they hired
You can hire a GM now. That's why Adrian Wojnarowski, the NBA insider for ESPN, left. He went back to St. Bonaventure. He's running the sports programs for St. Bonaventure. So North Carolina hired Mike Lombardi, who's a famous general manager for Cleveland Browns, and he worked with Belichick in New England. He's going to be handling the INL situation.
Do you like the deal for Belichick?
I like the idea, but I think he's going to assemble a lot of New England Patriot ex-coaches are going to be on his staff. Probably Matt Patricia is going to be on his staff. He's always loved Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
And his son's in the waiting to be coach, as Andrew said. I think it's a good deal.
You got to be looking at what Deion Sanders has done, right? And what his celebrity has done for him. Deion Sanders probably makes more money doing commercials on TV than he does in his contract in Colorado.
Everybody loves him in Colorado, Bill.
Yeah, they
just
do.
adore him.
They love him. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we have to make our picks. We have a little contest running, and we've been running all year long. And apparently I'm running just a little slower than everybody else.
So there's two Monday night games.
NFL
so I think we want to add another game.
Pick'em contest. So do what you got to do. I have Wayne on the line right now. Let's start. You figure out
the games. What is that other Monday game, Davey?
Atlanta and the Raiders.
Are the Bills playing Sunday night?
No, they're playing at 4:25. It's
4:25.
And America's Game of the Week on CBS.
Okay.
It's so big that the NFL today is going to be broadcasting
All right,
from
so
Detroit.
instead of the Atlanta-Las Vegas games, I think we're going to do the Bills-Lions.
Oh, that's listen, I think the Bills win that game, but that's going to be a toughie. Wayne, good morning. Good morning, Wayne. Right. Good morning.
You guys, it reminds me of the first day every day when you guys use that switchboard.
Yeah.
Which what now?
Am I with you?
Which switchboard?
No, I'm here. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, whatever. What do you call it? A digital touch? I don't know what you guys call that thing you use in front of you.
The board, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's wonderful, but God forbid if I get too close to it or, sometimes the heat from my finger will trigger it. It screws everything up.
Or that metal plate in your head.
It might be. There's a polarization problem going on here. I think you're right.
All right, so here are the picks.
First with Wayne.
Wait. I just wanted to say something. You guys, the reason why Bill Belichick ultimately went there was because his girl is a cheerleader there.
She is not.
She's young enough to be. Let me tell you.
Wayne, come on, man.
She is young enough to be almost. So, all right, and you want? What about tires? I see you're talking about tires too.
Well, in general, I used to work at this place in East Utica. It was there for, I don't know. It was the guy's father and then his father, and then he took over, and then his sons were with him, and some of his sons are still around. But I worked for him for like 3 years, and all they did, Bill, and I was just a worker, and I had to shut my mouth because these were Italian guys, and I didn't want to get, head.
Okay. Really, let's not go there because that's just a stereotype, which is not
inflammatory.
True. Okay.
All right, whatever. But that's me. It's not on you. You didn't say it.
Well, I can't let you say it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. And So I worked for them, and nonstop, it had to happen, 4 or 5 times a day, where somebody would bring their car in, and there'd be literally nothing wrong with it, and they would make something wrong with it. They'd tell them, the older people, they'd take advantage of them and tell them something was wrong with their starter, or something was wrong with their alternator. You need new wipers. You need new light, you got a light out, you got a wire loose, you need a new battery, or they'd know exactly what was wrong, but they would put 3 or 4 extra things in, and then put the bill all the way from what would be like $170 all the way up to $1,500 as much as.
Well, let me tell you, as long as you're forcing me into talking about this.
Oh my God.
Wayne. Okay, let me just say
Why
this.
not?
Let me just say this. And I'm not going to say where, but it all starts from having the snow tires in the spring. This started in the spring, having the snow tires taken off and her all-season put on. And all of a sudden, there's a problem, major problem that could be critical, could cause an accident. And it was tie rod. Tie rod's bad. Meanwhile, there's 50,000 miles on this car. It would be, I find it very difficult that the tie rod would be bad. But okay, the tie rod's bad. How did you find out? Well, the service person was driving it, and the thing's swerving all over the place. The steering is loose. Wayne, have you ever driven a vehicle with a bad tie rod? I have.
I fix them.
You're all, okay,
So
you're all over the place. And even if it's just starting to go bad,
a lot of play.
You're going to feel play in that steering wheel. There's no play in that steering wheel.
No doubt about it.
I said, I got someone who actually I did commercials for. They owe me money. And I'm going to go, I don't want to cause trouble. So I'm going to go there and have them do it. And then it's not going to cost me because the price they gave me was out of whack, way out of whack to have it done. So I took it to the other place, which I trust. And I didn't tell him anything. I didn't want to set anything up here. I said, I think my wife's vehicle might have a front end problem. I'm feeling play in the steering. Can you make sure this vehicle is safe? Like go through it entirely. Make sure that front end in this vehicle is safe for her to drive. They called me 2 hours later and said, Bill, there's nothing wrong with this car. We could put a tie rod in it if you want, but it doesn't need one. There's nothing wrong with it. That's the springtime. 2,000 miles later, it's December 2024.
Yeah.
Monday. I have the vehicle back there on Monday.
Happy holiday.
And mysteriously, I get an alert, and they show you video and everything. I get an alert that says there's a tie rod problem. And it's a completely different part of the tie rod than the one that apparently wasn't real back in May. And so I called and asked. Now in May it was going to cost me $1,200. Mysteriously, now the problem was going to cost me $380.
Okay, a little less.
So
what a coupon!
I then said, well, I don't understand this because I took the vehicle somewhere else in the spring when you said the tie rod was bad, and they said there was nothing wrong with the vehicle at all. Well, they must have missed it. They probably missed it. And on the alert that I got, it said technician was driving the vehicle and there was major play. This is a critical error. And I'm telling you that the video that I looked at, which was a close-up of the tie rod, looked like it was a defective tie rod. So, but mysteriously, when I drove out of there on Monday night, and I drove about 85 miles an hour, I hit every pothole I could hit, took every corner I could take, Wayne, swerving back and forth. There was zero. I've driven a car with a bad tie rod. There was no play. So now I'm having the vehicle checked. Oh, and by the way, the tires they put on, there was a flat last night. So, and
you said something.
And the stem is stripped.
Sending a message.
How dare you speak up? How dare you speak up?
So now I'm taking it to another place, and I'm going to have it checked over, a place that I trust on Friday. So that's what I'm going through. And
So Bill,
and I'm just going to say this. This is not a good way to do business. And how many old people walk in there and they just pay the bill?
Yep.
That's the ones they used to take advantage of the most. They take old car parts from different cars that they had just hanging around. And that's why they keep, in most of these garages like that, they'll keep a box of junk parts so they could do, like you said, take a picture of it. Look. This is what it looks like.
How bad it is.
We took it out, and this is what we replaced it, and this is what you had. And they'll show it to you. Look, real bad, but it doesn't even belong. It could belong to a
right. It might not even be a right. Yes,
I would have no idea.
I would have no idea.
I have no clue.
I know.
Don't.
Yeah. I will tell you, while I was on my hands and knees trying to get the cap back onto the valve stem last night, and it's raining out and everything, I was not happy. Nonetheless, and you apparently you shouldn't use Fix-A-Flat on the new vehicles. I didn't realize that because it screws up the sensors.
Oh yeah,
it blows out in the person's face that's fixing it.
Oh, that's another problem that almost happened to me.
A mess.
Last night.
It's like gummy, milky, sticky. What you call it? Like glue,
bad.
And it just comes right back out at you, and it's just dirty all over the rim, all in the tire. It gets all over everything.
Terrible. All right, you got to pick your games.
All
anyway,
right, so here's how we're doing it.
Anyway,
Wayne.
That's what happened to me, Wayne. And see, you got me
Thanks
right
for
into
forcing him into that, Wayne. We appreciate that.
I wanted to hear the story.
You know how to get to him. All right, so we're gonna stick with some Sunday games here. Bills Lions Sunday afternoon.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
All right, he's going with the Bills. Packers Seahawks Sunday Night Football.
Packers.
I love it, Wayne. I love it. We got Bears Vikings on Monday Night Football.
I'm going with the Vikings.
All right, and then tonight we have Thursday Night Football right here on WIBX, the Rams and 49ers.
I'm going to go with the Rams again because it seems like the 49ers are banged up.
Yeah, they got a lot of injuries.
Okay. Is he done? All right, Wayne, good stuff. Thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right, you have a great day. All right, Davey, what do you want me to do? I'm looking at you now. What do you want?
Break.
Take 3.
Take 3. All right. Can you
break and then take them?
No. Can you have the sergeant let him know it's going to be a few minutes, okay? And make sure we're okay with that because I want to give him due time. Ed Welch, good morning,
okay.
Ed. Are you Ed? Am I? Like,
I didn't know he was going to blow off a break for Ed Welch. That's perfectly fine.
Am I like breathing in the fumes and out in left field here, or is my issue legitimately suspicious?
Bill, as you know, I know a little bit about this business.
Yes,
and I believe that you are legitimately suspicious.
Yeah, I am so angry over this that they would do this to us.
You know, the years I worked, the 34 years I worked for AAA, and the 32 years I broadcasted with you guys, this is why I wanted to do a radio show and work for AAA, because I dealt with these sorts of things during my automotive career for decades. And we used to, obviously, I investigated automotive complaints for years, and sadly, there are some crooks in the business.
Yeah.
And, you know, again, I don't have the particulars of your case except for what you said, but it sounds pretty legitimate to me as a complaint. But, you know, my advice to people, and what you said about old people getting advantage taken of is actually happens all the time.
Yeah.
And again, I've always stuck up for the automobile industry. I worked in it, and wonderful, good people in it. But people have to be careful. And I would just give this advice. Number one, and again, I don't want to give an over big plug to AAA, but use a AAA-approved repair shop if you don't go to your dealer. They have an arbitration contract with AAA, so if there's a complaint like this, it would get investigated by AAA, and the outcome of whatever it is, if it's your favor, they have to agree to the outcome. In other words, they're contractually obligated to do that. So you have a built-in arbitration mechanism if you use a AAA-approved repair shop. Mistakes happen. We understand that. But this sounds like a lot more than a mistake, Bill.
Listen, the fact that it's happened twice, and Ed, I'm no car expert, but if there's a tie rod,
how does it go from 1,200 to 380?
I don't know.
That alone
and 1,200
is weird.
way for a tie rod job. That's way ridiculous. That's completely ridiculous.
The other thing I would say to you is and all of my listeners and your listeners is when you're shopping for a repair shop, you know, there's a difference between price and value. And the one thing you want to look at is what are the certifications of the guys working there. if they're using ASC-approved technicians and their certificates are hanging up on the wall, that's at least a little bit of assurance, that they've passed a bunch of tests and are qualified. Today, I will tell you that the automotive, because I still stay in contact with all my friends in the business, finding technicians today is, and we all know finding any employees is difficult, but finding technicians is absolutely horrendous. And I think there's guys being hired that, are warm bodies working on cars in some places, not really certified technicians. So if you don't use a AAA repair shop, approved repair shop, which of course part of their approval process is to have ASC certified technicians. If you walk into a place, look for their certifications. Ask the owner what their certifications have. Ask the owner what type of certifications they have as the owners.
Yeah.
And these are the things that you want to look at. I'm not going to besmirch anybody, because I'm not going to say one type of shop's better than the other. The one thing about car dealerships, regardless of whether they're involved with AAA or not, is they have factory-trained technicians.
Yes.
But I will tell you, 50% of the people out there do not want to go to their car dealers.
But I got to tell you, for instance, I do commercials for Steve Ponte Mazda, and there is a huge difference. You're getting the best service. You can trust. I know I can trust them. You know what you can trust, and you know what you should be suspicious about. And if you're feeling at all suspicious, Ed, I think you gotta go to somebody else, get a second opinion, like you would your health care.
The other thing I would recommend is, again, always ask for an estimate up front. Ask for the old parts. Now, the last person you had on the line there was talking about them having old parts laying around. Well, you know what? I hate to say it, but that does happen. But my point I'm trying to make is ask for the old parts, because you know what? They don't know who you're going to bring those parts to and show them. You follow me?
Right.
So they don't know if you got, Ed Welsh working for you, or your Uncle Joe's a mechanic. So by asking for their parts, they know that there might be some accountability here. If there's a core charge on the parts, like for an alternator or something, well, maybe, you can't have it back. But my point I'm trying to make is act as if you know what you're doing.
Yep.
People walk in the garage and say, well, I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know nothing. Imagine telling somebody that where you're going to give them money.
Yeah, you're right. You're like, if they're not...
Take advantage of me,
If they're not
please.
trustworthy, you just gave them the green light.
Basically, you might as well wear a sign that says sucker.
And the other part of this is when I took it to, I don't want to bring the place I'm taking it to. I will. The place I have taken it to, I trust tremendously. They've done other work for us. I don't want to bring them into it, just because I don't want to. I don't want this to go any further than it should. But they could have taken advantage of me. I truly thought when I went there that we had a tie rod problem.
Yeah.
And they came back and said, we could do it, but we'd be replacing something that doesn't need to be replaced. Yeah. That's a place you can trust.
Exactly.
And yes.
And again, 99% of the people out there are excellent. So I don't want to make a nightmare for people thinking about it. But again, if you do a little homework, what's their affiliation? What kind of guys working for them? When I see somebody work on my car that I don't know personally, I always ask, how long have you worked here? How long have you been in the automotive business? You can ask questions.
Yeah. Sometimes we
I hate to say it, but I don't want the repair shop to be Bosie's for my car.
That's right. That's a very good point. All right, Ed, I really appreciate your insight. If anybody knows, we appreciate it.
And of course, Bill, my last piece of advice to you is next time you have a problem, why don't you just call me?
I should have called you. I should.
Yeah, exactly.
I should have. I thought about that last night. I was down in the rain in the mud puddle and all that stuff. So
the Automotive Consigliere.
Exactly. You can call me anytime, Bill.
All right. Thank you. And hopefully we see you on our Christmas show. Andrew will be in touch about that. But Ed, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Talk to you soon. Quick break, and then I want to talk to the sergeant on this.
Well, not a quick break, but we'll break.
Okay. All right. And then free money question is coming up. I'm sorry I got into this whole thing. You know who's at fault? Wayne. Got a break. Hold tight.
Did you know there's a better way to use the bathroom? with a Squatty Potty. Squatty Potty is the original toilet stool, built to get your body into a natural squatting position on the toilet. It's clinically proven to reduce strain, time on the toilet, and get more poop out. Find yours today. Available at Walmart and Amazon.com. Join 8 million people who are having the best poop of their life. I mean, you're not going to use the bathroom with them, but you get what I'm saying. Squatty Potty, the #1 way to go #2.
AmeriConnect Visa cards from AmeriQ connect you with more features, more benefits, and even greater rewards. Right now, open an AmeriConnect Visa card, and we'll connect you with the lowest intro rate possible for the first 12 months. Plus, qualifying members will earn reward points for every dollar spent. What are you waiting for? Visit AmeriQ.org to apply today. AmeriQ and you, let's connect. Membership eligibility required, insured by NCUA.
Winter has arrived in Herkimer County, New York's tallest county, with a taste of snow in the southern county and a heaping helping up north in the Adirondacks. Early season snow means snowmobiling fun in Herkimer County, wide open meadows and rolling hills around Little Falls and Newport, with forest trails and mountaintop viewpoints at Old Forge in the Adirondacks. Kickoff is the annual Snowdio Snowmobile Festival in Old Forge, Friday and Saturday, December 13th and 14th. For more information, go to experienceherkimercounty.com. Herkimer County, I love New York.
Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, your trusted tire expert. Take $100 off instantly on any 4 installed Bridgestone or Firestone tire, including popular winter tires like the Firestone Winter Force and the Bridgestone Blizzak. Whether you're in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, or Herkimer, their team of professionals is ready to serve you. Schedule your appointment today online at tallmanstire.com. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Get the best tires for your vehicle at unbeatable prices, guaranteed. Offer expires December 15th.
Christmas, more than any other time, is for the gathering of families to celebrate the joy that the season brings, reflecting on the blessings of the past year. For many at the Rome Rescue Mission, there is no home, no family, and no joy. Children cannot experience the joy of Santa because no one can afford a gift for them. And to many, Christmas Day brings only more loneliness and misery. The good news is it doesn't have to be this way. With your generous donation of $20, you can provide Christmas for a child at the Rome Rescue Mission. A traditional Christmas meal, a visit from Santa, a toy, and celebrating the birth of baby Jesus can all be made possible with a donation of just $20. Please consider what you can do to pass along the joy of this season. Donate now at romemission.org. That's romemission.org. Rome Rescue Mission. A hand up, not a handout.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles, with an auto warranty about to expire, or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost, month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-630-9723 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. Call 800-564-9170 now. 800-564-9170. That's 800-564-9170. What do you have to lose? Call 800-564-9170. Again, 800-564-9170.
The church gives us a peace the world cannot give. Letting go of bitterness and resentment can help us find inner peace. The sacrament of reconciliation and the grace the sacrament provides may help us to forgive ourselves, forgive others, and enjoy a peace we may not have known for years. What a gift. On December 16th, Catholic churches throughout the diocese will be open for the sacrament of reconciliation. The light is on for you. Come home for Christmas, and let's celebrate the joy of the Eucharist.
For eligible individuals 18 and older with self-perceived mild to moderate hearing loss only. Results vary. See website for details and important safety information.
Life without hearing aids can be frustrating.
Andy, did you hear what she just said?
No, I'm sorry. What did I miss?
I said I got the promotion, Dad. I thought you would be excited.
You're missing out on the important moments of your life because you just can't hear them. It's time to try the Jabra Enhanced Select 500, our smallest, most advanced hearing aid. With proprietary speech clarity technology, even the most complex listening situations like a noisy restaurant are crisp and clear. And you can get the same advanced hearing aid technology and professional care you expect from a clinic at a fraction of the cost. Get Jabra Enhance over-the-counter hearing aids and stop missing the important moments. Save $300 on Enhance Select 500 hearing aids automatically at checkout. Just go to JabraEnhance.com/radio. That's JABRA Enhance.com/radio. JabraEnhance.com/radio.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
I'm getting a little nervous now because people are now calling up and guessing the exact place that I took the vehicle.
You could not resist, Wayne. Thanks a lot.
They're calling. People are texting me saying, I know exactly where you took it.
Yeah, and I've
because
also
the
received
same
the text.
thing happened to me. Holy cow. Do people understand? I do a 3-hour radio show. And it's ad lib, and at any point during the morning, I could
schedule could just be blown up,
lose it.
Yeah.
And I said to my wife last night, I said, I'm not getting into this on the air. I'm not going to talk about it on the air. And look at what Wayne did to me. Got me right into it. Richard, by the way, this morning saying you don't need snow tires on an SUV. The all-season tires are perfect. And I'm going to tell you, Richard, I agree. A good set of all-season tires are very, very good. But snow tires on an SUV, even better. I can go through 2 feet of snow with snow tires.
I put snow tires on my all-wheel drive, and I love it.
On the line right now, and I want to switch gears here. We're going to do the free money question coming up in a second. Please bear with my attention deficit this morning. Rick Yos. Do I say his name properly?
Sergeant Rick Yos.
Sergeant Rick Yos is and I want to get serious here because it's important. He is a Purple Heart recipient and has authored a book. The book is Sweethearts and Heroes presents a bridge named Amos. And did I say that right?
Yeah, this is an incredible story. Obviously, we're going to let Sergeant Yarosh tell it, but essentially, it's about he and his dog, his black lab Amos, going around and teaching kids about empathy. And it's a really truly incredible story overall. But the children's book itself is pretty good as well.
There's a story up on our website about this. And Sergeant, good morning. Thanks for tolerating me this morning. I apologize.
Listen, I was actually very interested in all that conversation. I could go. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, I'm.
It's all right. Sorry, Sergeant. Let's move on.
The reality is, I wonder how many people have been taken advantage of.
It's probably a lot
that didn't question. Okay, your story is amazing. Tell us. Obviously, you motivate people every day. You're a motivational speaker, and you're taking your experience. But talk about a bridge named Amos.
Yeah, so I got my service dog back in I think it was 2012, and Amos was actually trained in prison. He was trained in a medium security prison down in Fishkill, New York, and he was trained through a program called Puppies Behind Bars. So I actually went into a prison for 2 weeks and spent time with the dogs and the inmates.
Wow.
And it's just an amazing program, giving these guys some kind of purpose, letting them know that they're helping people on the outside. It was amazing. So I got Amos, and pretty much right away we started taking him on the road and, presenting to students. And it was all adults or high school students, middle school students, and teachers. Never elementary school kids, because the way I look, I know that some kids are going to be afraid of the way I look. And I didn't want to do that to any child other than, I have no choice but to go out in public. So that was no avoiding that. But I wouldn't want to enter a school and do that. So eventually we saw the need to go into elementary schools. Elementary schools were asking for us to come in, Sweethearts and Heroes. And eventually, I was like, okay, Amos, you got this. So I brought Amos in with me. My buddy Tom, who I present with, would call out Amos, and Amos would come out by himself, and all the kids are like, oh, my gosh, look at the dog. This is awesome. And then I come behind him, and they're like, oh, my gosh, look at the dog. They forget I'm even there.
Yeah.
So he was the perfect icebreaker. And that's why the book is called The Bridge Named Amos. He was the bridge that I needed to get into that arena with those little ones. And today, he passed away in October. But, yeah, he stopped traveling with me probably about 5 years ago. He loved the kids, but hated the car rides.
Yeah.
I just didn't need him anymore for that. He got me over that hump, over that river using that bridge.
The bridge, that is the bridge.
Yeah.
Can I just go back to, you said that kids would be afraid to see you. And there's a picture of you and the dog, Amos, on our website, WIBX950.com. But you were you survived an explosion. 2 of your military brothers lost their lives in the explosion, and because of that, you were disfigured. I mean, it's a fact of life. You had to come to terms with that, I'm assuming.
Sure is. I mean, I look in the mirror. I know exactly what I see when I see it. So yeah, I was hit with an explosion in my Bradley, which is like a small tank, and it hit the fuel tank, covering myself in fuel and fire. When I had to get out of the vehicle, I climbed through the top and had to jump off, and it's 10 feet tall. So when I jumped, I actually landed and I broke my leg. So I also have a prosthetic that I use on my right leg below my knee. But I'll tell you, that was all 18 years ago, and I feel extremely blessed today. And when I get to talk to students in small group settings, this isn't usually in our presentation, but in small group settings, I tell them that what happened to me was the best thing that ever happened to me, because it led me to being in their school, and it led me to meeting my wife and having my 2 daughters and having Amos. I wouldn't have any of those things if I didn't get injured. That certainly doesn't mean I wanted to get injured, but it happened.
And I just can't imagine. I'm getting chills right now, imagining everything that you went through. All, by the way, let's not forget, in the name of defending our freedom
and serving
so
us,
that we can, complain about tires on a
well,
Thursday
it does.
morning.
It puts things into perspective.
But it does, and then the emotion of everything that you went through. And how you're able to, and how the dog, how Amos was that bridge for you is just an incredible story that I think, I'm assuming you would agree with this. This is a book that could help people with many different issues, right? That are trying
for sure.
That are trying to get through something. It's all. Let's put it in perspective. It's one person's problem may not seem very big to us, but at the end of the day, it's their epic problem in their life, and could cause them so much harm. A book like this could be that bridge.
That's exactly right. So like when I go into schools and I, tell my story, those kids can't relate to that story.
Right.
They can relate to maybe feeling hopeless at times and stuff like that. And I can't relate with their story, and I always say I'm never going to put your issue on a level of mine, because they're not the same. They're different. And maybe you're feeling like what you're dealing with is way worse than what I went through. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because everybody deals with things differently.
Yeah.
But so this book, it was written for elementary school students, but it's just as much for adults than it is for those elementary school students.
Well, my wife is an elementary teacher, so I'm going to talk to her about and everywhere we go, we're buying books. So this is a book we're going to buy, and she'll have on hand for students. And I appreciate you taking the time to write it and then to talk about this.
Thanks for all you're doing.
Is first of all, your service to the country and everything you went through, but now you're taking the time to help other people. That not all of us do that.
Well, there's a huge reward in it, and that reward is the comments you get from the people that you do help. So anybody that's gone through anything in their life that's really, really difficult, the reward afterwards is helping people get through difficult stuff.
Awesome. Thank you for what you have done. Thank you for what you are doing, Sergeant. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a great day. Have a great holiday.
You as well.
All right.
Thank you. You as well.
All right. Wow. That is, so when you're feeling bad about yourself, I try to do this when it comes to the cancer issue. I just turned 60 years old. When I see a 5-year-old bravely going through chemotherapy and radiation and all of that, you quickly stop feeling sorry for yourself. Quickly. And this is a story like that as well. And you can read about it. See the cover of the book, all of that up on our website at WIBX950.com. A Bridge Named Amos, A-M-O-S, as in famous, Amos. A Bridge Named Amos, written by Sergeant Rick Yos. We'll break. Right now, Hobica's free money question of the day. It's worth $200, and Davey wants to go with caller number
4.
Fourth caller right now. 315-736-0186. Right now from Hobica and WIBX.
Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, your trusted tire expert. Take $100 off instantly on any 4 installed Bridgestone or Firestone tire, including popular winter tires like the Firestone Winter Force and the Bridgestone Blizzag. Whether you're in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, or Herkimer, their team of professionals is ready to serve you. Schedule your appointment today online at tallmanstire.com. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Get the best tires for your vehicle at unbeatable prices, guaranteed. Offer expires December 15th.
Did you know there's a better way to use the bathroom? With a Squatty Potty. Squatty Potty is the original toilet stool, built to get your body into a natural squatting position on the toilet. It's clinically proven to reduce strain, time on the toilet, and get more poop out. Find yours today. Available at Walmart and Amazon.com. Join 8 million people who are having the best poop of their life. I mean, you're not going to use the bathroom with them, but you get what I'm saying. Squatty Potty, the #1 way to go #2.
I'm Joni Grandy, and I invite you to remember a loved one during Hospice's Light Up a Life Holiday Memorial. With a gift of $10, your loved one's name will be displayed on a holiday tree. With a donation of $100, receive a cardinal ornament to symbolize your support of Hospice's mission.
Hospice and Palliative Care, Middle Settlement Road, New Hartford, 315-735-6484, or visit us at hospicecareinc.org. Hospice and Palliative Care. When you need us most.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418.
Give the most unique gift only you can give. Get those old films, tapes, and slides transferred to digital locally. Call Walt at 315-768-0277. Media Partners Group in New York Mills.
Being prepared for winter weather starts with New Holland. For large snow removal jobs to clearing driveways, New Holland has the equipment to stay one step ahead. Overcome winter's toughest conditions faster, cleaner, and safer with the New Holland lineup of skid steer loaders, compact track loaders, compact wheel loaders, and compact utility tractors. The year-end celebration is going on now. Visit Clinton Tractor today and get equipped for winter.
We are the leader in service, Clinton Tractor.
ClintonTractor.net.
There's an issue cutting through the bipartisan bickering in Congress. It's AM radio. The overwhelming majority of legislators, Democrats and Republicans, support a bill to keep AM radio in cars. But time is running out. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
For eligible individuals 18 and older with self-perceived mild to moderate hearing loss only. Results vary. See website for details and important safety information.
Life without hearing aids can be frustrating.
Andy, did you hear what she just said?
No, I'm sorry. What did I miss?
I said I got the promotion, Dad. I thought you would be excited.
You're missing out on the important moments of your life because you just can't hear them. It's time to try the Jabra Enhanced Select 500, our smallest, most advanced hearing aid. With proprietary speech clarity technology, even the most complex listening situations like a noisy restaurant are crisp and clear. And you can get the same advanced hearing aid technology and professional care you expect from a clinic at a fraction of the cost. Get Jabra Enhance over-the-counter hearing aids and stop missing the important moments. Save $300 on Enhanced Select 500 hearing aids automatically at checkout. Just go to JabraEnhance.com/radio. That's JABRA Enhance.com/radio. JabraEnhance.com/radio.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
All right, we're going to be traveling south now for our free money question of the day. Not too far, but we're traveling south. It's Hobica's free money question of the day. For your legal needs, call Joe or Andrew Hobica, 315-724-1600. The Hobica Law Firm. And as I say, we are traveling south for our question here this morning.
Is it warmer there?
It is not warmer in Burlington Flats. It is not. But Dominic will warm you up. Good morning, Dominic. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good. Very good today.
All right. Well, here we go. Here's your chance.
Don't embarrass me, Bill. Don't embarrass me with a hard question.
Listen, they just happen. I pull them up, and here they are. This one, though, I think is doable. I'm telling you. So here we go. Here we go. Listen to the question, which will help with the answer. Here we go, which is, I guess, the obvious. Okay, here we go. Here's your question. 7 seconds to answer. In 1950, Edward and Frederick Bopp invented this window treatment. What did they invent? Ready, go.
I guess I'm embarrassed. I haven't got a clue.
Yes.
So, can you take a buzzer?
I think I know what it is.
Damn buzzer.
It's apropos for us here.
Okay, it is. You got to be specific, though.
The Venetian blind.
No. Good guess. They invented the vertical. In the 1950s is when vertical blinds. All the vertical blinds started showing up in all the houses. 1950s window treatment. 1950s vertical blinds.
Yeah.
The Bopp brothers.
And now they make blinds without the rope. You got to pull them down, and you got to push them up. They go all over the place.
You're absolutely right. I like that, and even ones with remote controls. You can do them with a remote control. Those are pretty cool. All right, listen, you don't lose around here, though, Dominic. We only win here. We're going to give you the all-in-one food and fun card. It's a $25 gift card. Good at any of the Comets restaurants, the Odd, Nexus, the gift shop, Taylor and the Cook, Aquavino, 72 Tavern and Grill, Babes, you name it. And we'll give you a $25 gift card to It's a Utica Thing. You'll love their Italian food. Great for lunch, great for dinner, open Tuesday through Sunday. And it's a $25 gift card there. And we're going to even make this better. We're going to mail both of them right to you.
Thank you.
All right. Stand by. Davey's going to get your info. Okay, Dominic?
Okay. Have a nice day.
You have a great day, too. Thank you so much. Have you been following along on this Luigi Mangione?
It's me, I'm Mario.
He is, of course, the one who shot the United Healthcare CEO and was recently caught at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Steve Houck, of course, trains police officers around the country and has great insight. I never thought, Steve, that they were going to catch this guy.
I thought he was a trained pro.
And based on what we saw, Andrew, I agree with Andrew. I thought he was a trained pro, like a hitman.
Actually, when I first saw it, I thought just the opposite. I saw the way he was standing, which would not be a typical way to fire a weapon.
Okay.
And I saw the fact that initially first of all, if you were going to shoot someone like that, a professional, you do it much closer range.
Right.
He stopped, and there's a person's walking away from him, and then the first shot hit him in the leg. not a good sign of someone that's a professional.
I didn't realize that. The first shot, he hit him in the leg.
I didn't know that either.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the first one hit him in the leg, and then after he went down, he went up and executed him. So, so that's what I thought was that it was actually an amateur. But it was interesting. And can I just for a second digress? That the worst part about blinds is when you get that string on the right side that becomes uneven in the bottom of the blind. One way, you might as well throw them away.
You're right.
Line up.
It is, and I'm going to tell you, I spend all it annoys. I must be some sort of there's a glitch in my brain because it drives me nuts. I'm adjusting it left and right. I'm
and you're determined. You feel like in your being you can finish it. I got
it right. I got it right. And then I'll look at it again 5 minutes.
Right down.
5 minutes later. 5 minutes later, it's off again. You're right. Rip it down.
Yep, it's terrible.
Whereas the other problem with the vertical blinds is those things are they easily break and they're a mess. Yeah, they were big in the 50s though, 60s.
Yeah, they sure were.
Okay. So where were we? I forgot.
So the latest is Steve that they have found him. They found him in a McDonald's. He's been arrested. He's fighting extradition, and now the rounds at the scene and the casings at the scene match the gun that he had on his person.
And his manifesto actually included the CEO from United Healthcare. Yeah.
And they found his fingerprint on the water bottle they recovered. And a partial print on the little snack bar he had. So.
Steve, one thing that amazes me is this kid did a pretty good job of getting away. Obviously showing up at a McDonald's, showing his face. What are you thinking? I mean, we're all thinking he's wearing a mask of some sort, a prosthetic, some Hollywood type disguise, and none of that. But this just shows you the amazing work that police can do. And the number of cameras that are out there.
Well,
today.
and how important seeing something and saying something is, because it's not like the police were tracking him to this McDonald's. Maybe they were and we didn't know, but it was ultimately the employee that saw him.
There's a lot to take away here.
Yeah, well, the chief of deputy or detectives in New York City said that when a reporter asked him at the original press conference if he was on the radar, if they were familiar with his name and knew him, and he said point blank no.
Yeah.
So clearly they might have been closing in on him, but they clearly didn't know exactly who it was. But we do have to remember some things. Is that when think about and I'll put it in perspective. If you've ever been on the highway on the thruway and you drive past a trooper and you know you're going over the speed limit. You keep looking in the rearview mirror because what do you think? He's coming after you.
Yeah, right.
He's coming after you. And when he pulls out, you're like, he's coming for me. He's coming for me, and then he goes by you. So imagine have you just killed somebody and you're all over the news. So his paranoia was probably, and then if there's mental illness, was on fire. So he was trying to lay as low. And I actually have spent some time in Altoona, Pennsylvania. That would be a good place to lay low. You could really ride under the radar there. Over time,
somebody's going to see
just get away.
Again,
get away,
showing his face was his. I don't know why I think of all these things. Like this is what I would have done to not get caught, because I don't plan on ever doing that to somebody. But this kid clearly was normal. Everybody talks about him as being a nice kid, bright, very bright, valedictorian of his private school, but something snapped.
Well, it could very well be the pain.
Some people, the pain
drives people to do crazy things.
So, boy, but man, it just shows you the work police can do today. It's incredible.
It is, and technology really has helped us. Nothing beats good old-fashioned police work and detective work, and obviously the people in the McDonald's were smart to do it, and they handled it exactly the way you want. Because remember, he was still armed, so who knows what could have happened had they gone up to him and said something in some way. So could have gone really bad.
Steve, I hate to say it, but I'm quote tired today and running way behind. That's what I'm going to say. I'm tired.
Yeah, there you go.
Talking about tires. So,
you're feeling a little flat.
A little flat. That's right. A little deflated. A little deflated. All right. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for your insight.
Take care, guys.
All right. Thanks, Steve Houck. A little deflated. I'm glad he played along.
Oh boy.
Got a break. We have news coming up next to WIBX.
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome. W295EI. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. A Town Square media station.
Hunter Biden is not alone. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Days after President Biden controversially pardoned his son, he's sparing many more convicts.
It's the biggest act of clemency in one day for a president, as President Biden pardons 39 people convicted of nonviolent crimes and commutes the sentences of roughly 1,500 others. The president saying, quote, America was built on the promise of possibility and second chances.
That's Fox's Ryan Schmelz. An American prisoner in Syria has been freed.
Travis Timmerman says he crossed into Syria illegally on foot and was subsequently detained by the forces of former President Bashar al-Assad. He's free again after being locked up for 7 months. Timmerman explained how 2 men armed with AK-47s broke his prison door down with a hammer. The overthrow of Assad has seen thousands of people released from Syria's notorious prisons.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. It is still a mystery in New Jersey who's been flying drones for weeks.
It's kind of scary when you're driving down the road at night and you see these lights coming towards you in the sky. You don't know what it is.
And while she and many others in New Jersey demand answers, their lawmakers say they aren't being given any. State Assemblyman Brian Bergen says the briefing they got from state police and others yesterday was
complete waste of my time. That was an amateur hour presentation where they told us nothing.
The Pentagon has also dismissed as false a congressman's claim from New Jersey that Iran is flying these drones from a ship off the coast. Speaking of an American adversary, China's leader Xi Jinping has been invited to President-elect Trump's inauguration next month, confirmed this morning on Fox by incoming Trump press secretary Caroline Leavitt.
We saw this in his first term. He got a lot of criticism for it, but it led to peace around this world. He is willing to talk to anyone.
She did not say if she has accepted the invitation. Time magazine has just announced President-elect Trump as the person of the year. And next hour, Trump will ring in the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. America's listening to Fox News.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation welcomed U.S. Army Specialist Brent Menard into a new mortgage-free smart home in Florida. Now, while on a road clearance mission in Afghanistan, Brent's vehicle was blown up by an improvised explosive device. Brent became a T4 paraplegic. Tunnel to Towers built him a specially adapted smart home that allows severely injured heroes like Brett to live more independently. We hope you'll donate $11 a month so this great work can continue. Just go to their website, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T.org.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
He saw the writing on the wall, knowing he was going to be fired. So FBI Director Christopher Wray says,
after weeks of careful thought, I've decided the right thing for the Bureau is for me to serve until the end of the current administration in January and then step down.
Wray has more than 2 years left on the term. President Trump nominated him for in 2017, but now the president-elect did not want him to lead the FBI anymore.
Trump reacting to this on his Truth Social, saying, quote, the resignation of Christopher Wray is a great day for America as it will end the weaponization of what has become known as the United States Department of Injustice. Trump's pick to replace Wray as FBI Director, Kash Patel, was on Capitol Hill meeting with senators yesterday, and he says his team is going to be ready to hit the ground running.
That's Fox's Brooke Sigmund. Luigi Mangione remains jailed in Pennsylvania as New York City police keep collecting evidence, building the murder case against the accused killer of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
First, we got the gun in question back from Pennsylvania. It's now at the NYPD crime lab.
And Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch says they matched the gun with shell casings at the scene of the shooting. They've also matched his fingerprints to ones on trash found at a nearby Starbucks.
Mangione faces a second-degree murder charge in New York, but as the Manhattan DA has said, he's indicated additional charges could soon be filed as his office learns more about the motive. This as Senator Elizabeth Warren is making headlines for calling the targeted killing a warning. And now police are investigating these ominous wanted posters popping up across New York City in recent days, naming including executives in the healthcare industry.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter. We mentioned the Trump ringing the opening bell on Wall Street. Stock futures are down right now, the day after the NASDAQ surged to a new record high, closing over 20,000 for the first time. A legendary NFL coach, Bill Belichick, who won 6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots until he was fired this year, is going to college. Belichick has agreed to become head coach at the University of North Carolina. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Good morning. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM News Time, 8:05. I'm Andrew Derminio. This update brought to you by John's Mobile Home Parts and Accessories in Oriskany Falls. For all your mobile home needs, it's worth the trip. Go to johnsmobilehomeparts.com for more information. Sporadic light snow, 29 degrees. Feels like 15 here in Marcy. Your full weather forecast is coming up. The New York State Attorney General's office has released its report on a fatal officer-involved shooting. Back in April, Syracuse police officer Michael Jensen and Onondaga County Deputy Lieutenant Michael Husak were killed by Christopher Murphy after they responded to a call in Salina. The AG's office says police were justified in using deadly force against Murphy because he posed a safety risk. Murphy was armed with an AR-15 rifle and had both alcohol and cocaine in his system at the time of the incident. Onondaga County District Attorney William Fitzpatrick is speaking out on a judge's decision not to marry a same-sex couple. A grand jury convened yesterday to discuss the case involving Syracuse City Court Judge Felicia Pitts-Davis. Fitzpatrick said he thinks some of Pitts-Davis's court decisions might have been based on bigotry. Pitts-Davis reportedly refused to marry the couple due to her religious beliefs. Fitzpatrick is not planning to charge her with a crime. Flu season has been underway for a few weeks, but the number of cases in central New York remains low. During the week ending November 30th, Onondaga County had the highest infection total with 10. That was followed by Oneida County with 7 and Oswego County with 3. Residents are being urged to get their flu shots now before the spread of the virus worsens. Immunization clinics can be found at vaccines.gov. A Yorkville man has been arrested by state police on gun and drug charges. State police officials say that members of the Troop D violent gang and narcotics enforcement team executed a search warrant at 8 7th Street in the village of Yorkville. The subject of the search warrant was 37-year-old Davis Barowek. As a result of the search warrant, police say several weapons were discovered and a copious amount of illegal drugs. Police specifically say a quantity of cocaine was seized along with a cache of weapons that included 3 handguns, 2 of which were ghost guns, an AK-47, additional firearms, and rounds of ammunition. He's facing several charges, including criminal possession of a weapon and criminal possession of a firearm. And a movie theater in Massachusetts is temporarily closed because of a rodent issue. The AMC Theater in Methuen, about 40 miles north of Boston, was closed this past weekend after rodents were spotted by a person while watching a movie. The health department was notified, and an inspection reportedly revealed evidence of a more serious rodent problem. Sanitation and pest management crews have been hired by the theater owner, and it will be allowed to reopen after a new inspection is passed. It is 8:08. Your weather forecast is brought to you by the new destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville.
Heavier lake effect snow bands will be north, but still a few flurry snow showers around, maybe up to an inch of accumulation. Northern Oneida County actually winter weather advisory for maybe an inch or 2 of snowfall. Most of those snow showers this morning. Then sunshine, temperatures falling into the mid-20s. Mid-teens tonight, clouds increase tomorrow, mid-20s. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stajic, WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Right now, cloudy skies, 29 degrees. Feels like 15. It is 8:09. Sports brought to you by IBEW NECA 43, local contractors. The NFC West is on the national stage for Thursday night football this week. The Los Angeles Rams head north to battle the San Francisco 49ers tonight at Levi's Stadium. After starting the year 1-4, Matthew Stafford has the Rams rolling. They enter the tilt, winners of 2 straight and 6 of their last 8 overall. LA sits just 1 game behind Seattle for first place in the division, with 4 games remaining, including a clash with the Seahawks in Week 18. The Niners are coming off a 38-13 rout of the Bears this past Sunday, which ended their 3-game losing streak. San Fran sits at 6-7, which includes a 27-24 loss to the Rams in Week 3. You'll hear it right here on WIBX. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell says the league's relationship with Jay-Z's Rock Nation entertainment company is not changing. The comments Wednesday came after the rapper was accused in a civil lawsuit of sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl along with Sean Diddy Combs back in 2000. Rock Nation started working with the NFL in 2019 as the league's live music entertainment strategist. Goodell said the league is aware of the allegations and Jay-Z's denial and that nothing is changing, including preparations for the next Super Bowl. The Red Sox made headlines on the final day of MLB winter meetings in Dallas. Boston acquired White Sox left-hander Garrett Crochet in exchange for 4 prospects. The Red Sox will be sending catcher Kyle Teal, outfielder Braden Montgomery, infielder Chase Meidroth, and right-hander Wickelman Gonzalez to Chicago. Crochet is coming off his first season as a starter. The 25-year-old struck out 209 batters over 146 innings in 2024. A future Pro Football Hall of Famer is taking his talents to Chapel Hill, according to ESPN, and this is huge news. 6-time Super Bowl winning head coach Bill Belichick is finalizing a deal to become the next head coach at North Carolina. The 72-year-old makes the switch to college football after working in the NFL in some capacity from 1975 to 2023. The hiring was spearheaded by North Carolina Board Chair John Pryor, who met with Belichick multiple times at length. The Tar Heels make the change to Belichick after moving on from Mac Brown, who went 44-33 over the last 6 years. Washington defensive coordinator Stephen Belichick, Bill's son, is expected to be involved with the UNC staff in some capacity. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM news time, 8:11. If you are struggling to find a gift for the golfer in your life, we'll make it simple for you. The 2025 Seize the Deal golf cart is back and on sale now. You can swing into golf savings at 15 of the area's top courses for just $75. It's the Town Square 2025 Seize the Deal golf cart. Yes, that's right, $75 gets you 15 rounds of golf. Valley View, Twin Ponds, Pine Hill, Sequoia Knolls, Shamrock Golf and Country Club, Delta Knolls, Barker Brook, Sleepy Hollow, Meadowlinks, Eagle Hills, Little Falls Municipal, Maple Crest, Cannon Valley Country Club, Westmoreland Golf Club, Cedars Golf Course, and more. The list goes on. There's a limited number of cards available, so you don't want to wait. Get your $75 Seize the Deal golf card today at seizethedeal.com. It's the 2025 Seize the Deal golf card, perfect for the holiday season. Gift-giving idea, seizethedeal.com.
Okay, Andrew, if you're looking for an amazing lunch today,
yes,
visit Authentically Italian. It's a Utica thing, kitchen and bar.
Very good.
It's in the Big Lots Plaza, Leland Avenue in North Utica, open at 11:30 a.m. today and every day, Tuesday through Sunday for lunch. Salads and soups and homemade pastas, amazing sandwiches, calzones, and more. So you can eat light. You can dig in and enjoy a feast, whatever it is you would like, every day for lunch, starting at 11:30. It's a Utica thing. Catering. Turn your holiday party into a holiday feast. Any size office, big or small. And gift cards. Buy $20, get $5 free. Eat in, takeout. Ask about the family packs to feed your entire office. They'll come in and everybody eats at the workplace. Pretty cool. It's a Utica thing. Kitchen and bar. Remember, still accepting catering for right up through New Year's for holiday parties. The perfect choice for lunch. They're also catering our Christmas Eve extravaganza, December 24th, and it's 6 a.m. until noon, our biggest show of the year, Christmas Eve morning with It's a Utica Thing. A lot to get to, including this hour, Safrano Vasquez, the winner of The Voice, coming up on the radio in a few minutes here on WIBX.
Welcome to the Potting Shed Antiques, the local business with the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Antiques make thoughtful gifts. Don Hartman invites you to shop local and save with 50% off the entire store, except for coins and gold jewelry. Gold jewelry is now 20% off. Stop in every Thursday through Saturday, starting Black Friday through Christmas Eve. Make holiday memories with Don and his staff at the Potting Shed Antiques, Oriskany Boulevard, Whitesboro, or online at thepottingshedantiques.com.
At Big Apple Music, wrap up your list of wishes. Hi, I'm Pete from Big Apple Music, and we have lots of Christmas deals. Complete 5-piece Mapex drum sets, $4.99. Electric guitar and amp combos, $1.99. Student acoustic guitars, $98. And a 61-key Yamaha digital keyboard is $119. Plus, we have the best guitars from Fender, Gibson, Taylor, Yamaha, all at the guaranteed lowest prices. We also have the best remote car starters. Plus, we can add heated seats to your car and a backup camera. Right now, take 10% off all WeatherTech floor mats, and we have LED vehicle lighting, step boards, tonneau covers, and all vehicle accessories on sale. Even deals on window tinting. At Big Apple, we have the area's largest selection of musical instruments and accessories at the guaranteed lowest prices. Merry Christmas from all of us at Big Apple Music in New Hartford.
Big Apple Music, put us under your Christmas tree.
This holiday season, Capital One reminds you to give yourself the gift of 1.5% cash back with the Capital One Quicksilver Card.
Can I earn 1.5% cash back on birds?
Birds?
What if you sent your true love 2 turtle doves plus a partridge in a pear tree?
Sure, but why would anyone want that?
The song was very convincing.
Earn 1.5% cash back on all your holiday purchases with the Capital One Quicksilver Card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Ever thought of adding an adjustable base to your queen bed at Mattress Express? Buy a BedTech adjustable base right now for $9.99 and get a $500 prepaid Visa card. You heard me right. You get half your money back in a prepaid Visa card. Shop Mattress Express.
The 2025 Seize the Deal Golf Card is back and on sale now. Swing into golf savings at 15 of the area's top courses for $75 with the Town Square 2025 Seize the Deal Golf Card. That's right, $75 gets you 15 rounds of golf. Some courses include Barker Brook Golf Club, Sleepy Hollow Golf Course, Shamrock Golf and Country Club, Delta Knolls Golf Center, and more. There are a limited number of cards available, so don't delay. Get your $75 Seize the Deal Golf Card at seizethedeal.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Megan, look at this. It's 1.9.
What's that? Your score for your cannonball dive?
No, even better. It's 1.9% APR financing for 60 months.
That's right, on over 200 in-stock 2025 Kia Sportage and Sorrentos.
And here's where it gets crazy. Find one with a Super Saver sticker and get $1,000 in bonus cash too.
1.9 APR for 60 months and $1,000 bonus cash? That's serious savings.
Only during Kia's Season of New Traditions sales event.
Now that's kooky.
Make that short drive to save.
So go kooky for Kia at Destination Kia of Utica. Puppies and babies not included.
1.9% APR with well-qualified credit through KMF. $17.48 per month for $1,000 financed. 720 plus FICO score. In lieu of rebates. Excludes Sportage HEV and PHEV models. $1,000 bonus is a VIN-specific incentive. Offer expires 1/2/2025.
Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, your trusted tire expert. Take $100 off instantly on any 4 installed Bridgestone or Firestone tire, including popular winter tires like the Firestone Winter Force and the Bridgestone Blizzak. Whether you're in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, or Herkimer, their team of professionals is ready to serve you. Schedule your appointment today online at tallmanstire.com. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Get the best tires for your vehicle at unbeatable prices, guaranteed. Offer expires December 15th.
The church gives us a peace the world cannot give. Letting go of bitterness and resentment can help us find inner peace. The sacrament of reconciliation and the grace the sacrament provides may help us to forgive ourselves, forgive others, and enjoy a peace we may not have known for years. What a gift. On December 16th, Catholic churches throughout the diocese will be open for the Sacrament of Reconciliation. The light is on for you. Come home for Christmas, and let's celebrate the joy of the Eucharist.
Keeler in the Morning invites you to connect with us through telephonic communication at 315-736-0186. Or use the Call Us button on the WIBX 950 app. For additional contact methodologies, please refer to WIBX950.com.
This is Keeler in the Morning. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Okay. Official copy of the Keeler in the Morning radio program is Daylight Donuts in New Hartford. And I took some notes of things that I wanted to mention about Daylight Donuts.
You did?
Yep, I did.
You wrote them down.
I wrote them down. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Soups of the day every day.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Davey,
hear
can
'em.
you call over to Daylight Donuts in New Hartford and ask them what their soup of the day is today?
Zoopa-dee-dee-dee.
Could you call, please? Huh?
Look it up.
What's the number? Look it up.
Okay.
It's, but I'll tell it to you right now. 315, want to write it down? 315-724-7103. Ask them what their soup of the day is. They have homemade chicken salad on the menu today, served on croissant or bagel. Delicious. Avocado toast to get you going in the morning.
Oh, it's so good.
It's on peasant bread. French
Healthy,
peasant.
too.
So it's 724-7123?
7103. 315-724-7103. That's the number you would...
7123?
7103.
03. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Listen, I'm just
in a better mood
Get it
today.
right.
Okay.
Oh, good. That's good. Mojo is back installed.
That's where you would call 7103. You would call to order your
Snowflake rolls.
Snowflake rolls.
Yes.
And put my name down for 24 snowflake rolls for Christmas. Could you do that too? Their coffee is Seattle's best. You can bring a box of coffee into your workplace.
Yep.
10 cups. Their special donuts for the season: pumpkin, apple cider, sour cream. So good.
Oh, yeah.
It is Daylight Donuts with a speedy drive-through in New Hartford. Okay. Got that done.
Got it done.
New York Sash. Buy 2 New York Sash windows, get 1 free.
You're just speeding through them here.
Buy 2, get 1 free. And buy 4, get 2 free. Buy 8, get 4 free.
4 free. Yeah.
There's no limit to the
10-5.
savings. You could get, and the beauty of this is you can get their triple pane. You could get single pane or double pane, triple pane windows that will will lower your energy bill. You'll pay less to heat your home. These windows really make a difference, and we swear by them at our house, and not at them, by them. It's New York Sash. Let their family take care of your family. It's their biggest sale of the year going on right now. Right now, buy 2 New York Sash windows, get 1 free. Ba-da-bong. Working on a new Katie Aiello song parody.
Oh, okay.
I might have it tomorrow for you.
All right.
By the way, I mentioned last hour about the 2024 Microsoft Excel World Championship.
Yes.
And I was thinking, is it
a real thing?
Is it a competition where they're trying to put together a formula and solve it? And it turns out absolutely it is. That's what it is. So it's a brainiac competition. And when they do the play-by-play of the thing, it sounds like it's
UFC
UFC.
fight.
Yeah, they're like, they treat it that way, and it's really cool. Canadian one. Michael Jaman was the winner. Here's another thing that I wanted to get into, if I'm okay with doing it. Did you just hand me something and I lost it already?
Here you go.
Oh, okay. Gen Z, which is...
I don't know, because I think I'm a millennial still, and I'm
Let me ask
34.
her. Brenda, before I get into this, for me to really...
we want to talk to an expert here.
Before I set this up, what is Gen Z? What age group are we talking about?
Gen Zs were typically born around 1997 or later.
Okay.
And what comes after baby boomer?
Gen X.
Gen X. Yeah, I should be Gen X.
And then
but
millennial, right? And then millennial, which
Correct.
is me.
Okay. I'm a Gen. I'm to be honest with you, I'm a baby boomer, but I don't fit into that group because I was born in late November, 1964.
See, I identify as a baby.
So I have to identify as a Gen.
You can identify
X
as anything
person.
you want.
Right? Right? Because I'm not a baby boomer. I didn't live through World War II.
No.
Okay. If you're eyeing a new job, forget writing a resume. Open up TikTok and record a video instead. That's
God,
what
this
Gen Z.
cannot be really
That's what they're
happening.
doing. Am I correct in saying this?
I don't think everyone's doing it, and I think it really depends on the job that someone's going for.
Yeah.
Resumes are still, your number one way to apply for a job. But I know there are a lot of people doing creative things today, and I think it really depends on the job that they're applying for. I actually watched a video on TikTok myself that someone applied for a job in a restaurant bar type of establishment. Young lady wearing a bikini, sitting in a tub surrounded by cans of alcohol. And I'm sure she probably got the job. But if you're looking for a professional job, I'd say stick to the resume.
Now, Brenda, that's an interesting thing because
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Radio is a place where I'll tell you how I'll tell you how I got my second job in radio. But go ahead.
But the resume is ever changing. I mean, what was a good resume maybe 10 years ago isn't so much the case anymore. I mean, what are some of the keys to a good resume nowadays?
So the difference, I think, between 10 years ago and today is that a lot of companies use what's called an applicant tracking system.
Yeah.
And so when you go to apply for a job, whether you're applying on their website or a LinkedIn, your resume has to be formatted properly to feed into an applicant tracking system. And if it's not formatted properly, that system may reject you and you may never have your resume seen by a hiring manager or a recruiter.
It literally may be an algorithm that throws you out before you even have a chance. That's interesting.
Absolutely.
What about what is happening today? And as a matter of fact, it was just released. The software was just released yesterday. iOS and your computers by Mac is artificial intelligence, and you can actually have it write your resume, right?
You can, and I think my advice is there's nothing wrong with allowing AI to help you perfect your verbiage, the way you've written something. But if you allow it to actually write your resume for you, then what makes you stand out from anybody else who's going for the same job that AI wrote their resume as well?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm writing your resume right now.
You're writing Brenda's?
Yep. Dynamic and results-driven CEO with over 20 years of experience in the corporate world.
Pretty impressive.
Recruitment, executive search, and business development. Founder and leader of Corporate Connections, a premier talent acquisition firm specializing in connecting. Listen, I just wrote your resume on ChatGPT. Isn't that unbelievable?
You're hired.
I'm
hired.
I'm
I
coming.
love it.
The reality, though, is you better be using that all the time, because if ChatGPT is smarter than you, you're not going to be able to keep up with it. Right? On the fly.
That's right. That's right. And I always encourage people, be your authentic self, right? I mean, a ChatGPT hasn't done that job. So while it may have some wonderful words to put on your resume to enhance it and make it better, you still know what you've done and what your accomplishments have been.
Yeah.
You need to be your authentic self when you're writing your resume.
Are you a certified talent acquisition strategist?
I am not certified, no, sir, but
See,
I have.
It can get it. That's where this
That's
chat
where that can get you in trouble.
Can get it wrong, because it has you
Right,
as well.
exactly.
Yeah. And then the
Exactly.
employer might say you're lying. So,
Right,
all right, interesting. It is.
Although I'm sorry to keep this dragging on, but back to the original topic here is that with the relation to the TikTok and other social media platforms, Brenda, I mean, employers may, beyond your resume, go to your TikTok page or your Facebook or Instagram, and that's something you do want to keep an eye out on.
Absolutely. I mean, people can go look and make a decision to hire or not hire you based on your content, right? So, depending on the job you're looking for, you certainly want to try your best to, reflect who you want to be seen by, if an employer is looking at you.
Did you receive the award for top 50 women leaders in recruitment?
I did not.
It says here you did.
It's manufacturing.
This artificial
you guys
intelligence.
are really making me look good.
I'm telling you, we're just making crap up for you. So congratulations on your award.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much.
All right, listen,
Send the check in the mail.
We appreciate you tolerating us this morning. Thank you so much.
You bet. You've made it so much fun. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you.
All right, Brenda.
That's the problem with this stuff is it can make crap up.
Yeah.
It'll make things up and then,
maybe there's a different Brenda Siri that they're talking about.
No, I nailed her. It's some of the things are true. But some of the stuff is just completely made up.
What was the award she won? The 50 women of the world or whatever?
She's one of the top 50 women leaders in recruitment for 2024. Well, maybe she's still going to get the award. Maybe it knows something she doesn't.
Right.
Possible.
She spoiled the surprise.
Coming up, here's somebody who is definitely getting the award. Season 26 winner of The Voice. NBC The Voice. Safrano Vasquez is coming up, and I'm so excited to talk to him on WIBX.
You don't need to go to extremes this year to keep warm in your home. Rely on your Rude Pro partner. Call Tri-County Heating for a new furnace quote or for a repair to your current heating system. Financing is available for qualified buyers. Don't wait for colder weather. Call Tri-County today at 315-829-4100 or check out their website, tri-countyheating.com. Happy holidays from our family to yours.
Stewart Shop's 2024 holiday match is here. We're off to a good start this year, raising more than $200,000. This program runs from Thanksgiving through Christmas. Last year, our generous customers donated more than $1 million, with Stewart's matched penny for penny, raising a total of more than $2 million. Every cent was used to support local nonprofit children's charities. Let's make this another amazing holiday match season.
Steel holiday savings are here. Make room under the tree for gifts at the top of their wish list. Right now, power up the holidays with great deals on long-lasting tools. Find the perfect gift at your local Steel dealer or shop the Steel Holiday Gift Guide at steelusa.com.
Could you come up with $10,000 right now if you had to? That's the average price of a funeral in America, an expense you're expected to cover after the sudden death of your spouse. Luminary Life is here to help. Luminary Life provides affordable final expense insurance for adults over 50. For as little as $1 a day, Luminary Life will provide you with up to $50,000 for the funeral and related expenses. Just call Luminary Life at 1-844-621-6888 to start your coverage over the phone today. Get peace of mind knowing your loved ones will be taken care of with Luminary Life. No medical exams required. Rates will never increase. Benefits and coverage are guaranteed. True peace of mind for you and those you love at a time when it's needed most from Luminary Life. Just call Luminary Life at 1-844-621-6888 today and get a policy worth up to $50,000 for as little as $1 a day. 1-844-621-6888. That's 1-844-621-6888.
For eligible individuals 18 and older with self-perceived mild to moderate hearing loss only. Results vary. See website for details and important safety information.
Life without hearing aids can be frustrating.
Andy, did you hear what she just said?
No, I'm sorry. What did I miss?
I said I got the promotion, Dad. I thought you would be excited.
You're missing out on the important moments of your life because you just can't hear them. It's time to try the Jabra Enhanced Select 500, our smallest, most advanced hearing aid. With proprietary speech clarity technology, even the most complex listening situations like a noisy restaurant are crisp and clear. And you can get the same advanced hearing aid technology and professional care you expect from a clinic at a fraction of the cost. Get Jabra Enhance over-the-counter hearing aids and stop missing the important moments. Save $300 on Enhanced Select 500 hearing aids automatically at checkout. Just go to JabraEnhance.com/radio. That's JABRA Enhance.com/radio. JabraEnhance.com/radio.
This is Keeler in the Morning. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, he performed and performed and performed. Michael Bublé, I think it's like a lifelong friendship now with Michael Bublé.
I would say so.
And Safrano Vasquez is the winner of The Voice season number 26. And he's on the line right now. Good morning. Good morning, Safrano. Congratulations.
Good morning, Utica.
I like it. You're our new jingle singer.
We are
awesome.
I mean, it is so exciting that one of Utica's own has won this award, and everybody's talking about you, man. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, I mean, it's a congratulations for Utica, of course. I mean, I would never, ever imagine in my life that this would be possible without the help of you guys back there. You guys are the best family that I have here in America. So thank you.
Well, listen, we heard that some of the money you're going to be getting, you're going to use to bring your mom and some of your family over to Utica. Is that true?
Yes, that's the earliest plan and goal that I am going to do.
That's awesome. What was it like when, I mean, there were 5 of you as finalists up on the stage, and I saw your face. And, you know, how they drag it out. But I was looking at your face, and, you know, all of a sudden the first one goes down. Now there's 4 of you. Then the next one goes down. Now there's 3 of you. And then all of a sudden there were 2. And then it went on. It seemed to last forever when they finally announced you as the winner. What was that process? It had to be like gut-wrenching.
Yeah.
What was that like?
You know what, I've asked many times about how do I feel and what do I feel during that moment, but all I can remember is I was just praising God, thanking God, like thank you God for bringing me this moment. If you think that I deserve this win, then I will be happy. I'm just making sure that I'm keeping it cool, but it shows that I didn't really kept it cool. My face is so weird on camera, like.
You seem so stressed. Stressed.
I'm so stressed. Yeah. Because you know what? Honestly, I am super happy that me and Shai, we represent the same team, whether I make it or not during that time. I'm so happy, but we cannot deny the fact that also in our hearts we really wanted to win because we have. It's not just my dream of winning; it's dream of Filipinos around America, and it's also dreams about Utica being on the map and be represented as a community. So all of the mixed emotions that I had was it's awesome, but it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And then you heard from, I know you did the interview on KTV later in the evening, and then you've heard from the mayor. There's a big billboard here on the arterial.
Oh yeah,
that says congratulations, Safrano. I mean, this is this community really. I mean, I heard people that I never would have thought were watching say, you're going to vote tonight, right?
Yeah.
And we did. And just, you really, I don't know, maybe it's time. There's a moment in time for us right now where we just need a break from all of the politics and the craziness of the world and root for something good and someone really good in you. And I think you gave people that release.
It's also the fact that, the community that I have is Utica as a place is just, you know what, I never felt like, I've been always this sharing to everyone, I never felt like I'm an alien there.
Right.
I'm very recent, but everyone is just generous, everyone is kind. So moving forward and doing the journey, the competition, I really had a gut feeling that I can make it, because if I'm not welcomed at all, that would be another struggle for me.
Right.
So yeah, I'm just so pumped up always. Like, hey, I have my community back at home, and they're so supportive. And yeah, you're right. I mean, it's time that we root for something light, something happy, something joyful.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was needed. It was needed, and people really rallied around you tremendously. I didn't realize this, but my wife was telling me that during one of your interviews, several of maybe more than one, you talked about you want to be a dentist.
Yeah, the reason that I moved to upstate New York is I want to fulfill being a dentist back there. Buffalo has this international standing program for foreign students, but I found out that the best way to be to live in upstate New York is to live in Utica. So I decided to live there, and I work as a dental assistant. I work as a dental assistant with Dr. Flehan's clinic as his staff in Longmont Street in Utica, and I was so happy that I have that opportunity to be working with him, and that dream is always going to be there.
Yeah. How about that? You go.
By the way, if I could, Dr. Flehan, I had needed a root canal, and then they put in a fake tooth replacement for me, and I had all that done at Dr. Flehan's. He is a wonderful doctor.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, I believe he's the best in Utica.
Yeah. Well, and how about this? You get, that's going to be a very nerve-wracking time for somebody sitting down in the dentist chair. And what if you had Safrano to sing to you?
You're right.
Serenade you and then give you a cleaning.
The singing dentist.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
I like
it. But I do have to ask: was your family in the Philippines able to follow this journey? And they must be so proud of you. Were they able to follow along and see the episodes? And I'm sure you've talked to them since.
Yeah, because of the social media and the technology, I'm so glad that our friends from America also releases live streaming links, and they get to watch the episode. And I didn't have the time to talk to them after because my phone just died after many calls and celebratory messages. But as soon as I turned off my phone and I charged it, I saw videos of them having reactions. It's so heartwarming that it feels like in the Philippines we are doing like a Manny Pacquiao fight. It's an Olympics for everyone. And and even so, the great senator in the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao, even followed me, and that's a big plus for me. Like, my gosh.
And he's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year at Canastota at the Boxing Hall of Fame. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, it's so exciting, and then I'm just so excited for everyone.
What can you tell me? Just a little bit of background. You came from the Philippines to here, and specifically in Utica. What made you come to? What was life like in the Philippines, and what made you come to America?
It's so sad to think that I'm saying this, but it's the reality. Philippines is a third world country. Even if you're a dentist there, even if you have the best profession there, you really earn not as good as American professionals.
Yeah.
So that's one turning point. I always wanted to give I always wanted to try and have this mind that I would give and provide a better life for my family because they deserve it.
Yeah.
And I also deserve it. So I just tried to just apply as a tourist, like I want to see America, how it goes, because it's always like an American dream. And who would never be wishing to visit New York? New York is the place to be.
Yeah.
So I also thought that when I come to Utica, hey, I think I have the best of both worlds. Because I'm also a homeboy, so I'm always a homebody. I always stay at home. So I want to stay in a place that it's still New York, but not really New York.
Right.
A little less hectic and crazy. Yeah.
That's so, and I think we take it for granted here. We're born here. We're citizens of the United States. And we just take it for granted. But as you travel around the world and you travel to other places, especially when you talk about places like the Philippines and some of the poorer countries around the world, that American dream is real. And we take it for granted oftentimes, I'm afraid.
Yeah. You know what? many people would always see my episodes being very emotional, like always cry, because I'm just grateful, and I'm just full of love that America as a country is the greatest place to be. This is the real deal here. I mean, everyone here is. I am very fortunate that all of the people that I got to talk to get connected with are so generous, are so kind, and I really can't believe that it's happening for me as a dreamer, as a person that's always dreaming of having a better life, and America is giving me that one. So I'm forever grateful for that.
That's awesome. Talking with Safrano Vasquez. One more thing before we let you go. There's someone that wants to say hello. It's Lucia who would like to say hi to you, Safrano.
Hello, I'm so excited to hear you and to hear what you say. And I love you because you are very humble and a very fine boy and so appreciative. We're all so happy here. I voted for you. Like Billy said, everything to you. I want to wish you the best in the world. You deserve it. And God made it happen for you. And thank you for listening to me.
All right, Lucy.
All right, Lucy, thank you.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, there you go.
So much.
And there's so many people that feel just like she does. You should be so proud. What an amazing voice you have. And watching you grow on this show, too, as your stage presence grew tremendously.
Oh, my
we
gosh,
all know,
yes.
though, Safrano, that started with karaoke. That's where it all begins. Karaoke in a dream. That's all you need.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
All right. Well,
karaoke in a dream.
We hope to see you here in studio on Christmas Eve morning. I'll let Andrew work on that and try to make it happen. And congratulations. I know you're proud. You seem like a wonderful person.
And we're proud of you, buddy.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate. Before I end this interview, I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported and prayed for me, to everyone who listens now and have doubts in themselves that dreams are not possible. Just dream big and manifest. It's going to happen. We all deserve the best life we think we have.
Safrano Vasquez. Thank you. Great job. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much. Wow. That was
the winner of NBC's The Voice, just as humble as the first time we talked to him.
Yep. Really, really cool. The Falcon Clinic in Washington Mills is accepting new patients. The Falcon Clinic is the area's premier osteopathic medical clinic and accepting new patients right now. If you're in need of a new family doctor, having issues, health issues that you just can't seem to get to the bottom of, sleep issues, fatigue, pain, ADHD, or you're just in need of a new family doctor, they're accepting new patients right now. Call today at 315-507-4751 or visit them online at thefalconclinic.com. The Falcon Clinic, accepting new patients right now in Washington Mills.
You're already supermom. Bouncing from work to soccer practice most nights, you've got your hands full. Luckily, AmeriQ's right here whenever you need us. Make remote deposits, pay a person, check your credit score, and more, all from the AmeriQ app. So whether you're in line at grocery pickup or sitting on the bleachers, you really can't do it all with AmeriQ. Download our app or visit AmeriQ.org to open an account. Membership eligibility is required, insured by NCUA.
Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, your trusted tire expert. Take $100 off instantly on any 4 installed Bridgestone or Firestone tire, including popular winter tires like the Firestone Winter Force and the Bridgestone Blizzak. Whether you're in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, or Herkimer, their team of professionals is ready to serve you. Schedule your appointment today online at tallmanstire.com. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Get the best tires for your vehicle at unbeatable prices, guaranteed. Offer expires December 15th.
Hi, this is Scott Hayes.
And this is Jill Hayes from New York Sash.
You know, honey, the first time you said, never let a window salesperson into your home, I thought you were nuts. But you were right.
Like there was really any doubt.
Seriously, so many people have told us how nice it is to shop in our beautiful showroom, where there's never any high pressure.
Yep, and it's even nicer when we can help people save.
Like right now, buy 2 New York Sash windows and get 1 free.
We get slow during the winter, and we need to stay busy, so you get the best deal we make all year. Buy 2 windows, get 1 free.
Buy 4, get 2 free.
Buy 6 windows, get 3 free. There's no end to the savings.
And there's no need to invite a pushy salesperson into your home. Instead, stop by the New York Sash Idea and Design Center, where you can browse at your convenience.
We're open Monday through Saturday on Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro.
These savings are only available for a limited time, so come in today. And as always,
let our family take care of your family.
Need a new bed and need cash for the holidays? It's Christmas on Kevin at Mattress Express. You heard me right. No credit check payment plans available in 5 years to pay with no money down as well for qualified buyers. Check out these deals. A Sealy Queen mattress, $999, get a $400 prepaid Visa card back. A Queen Flex Head mattress and adjustable base, $24.99, get an $800 prepaid Visa card back. Sealy Queen mattress with adjustable base, $19.99, get an $800 prepaid Visa card back. Yes, it goes on. The Smart Bed by Instant Comfort. Make it soft and firm on each side. A Queen mattress for $34.99. Get a $1,000 prepaid Visa card. No credit check payment plans. Also 5 years to pay with no money down. Tempur-Pedic King and Queen sets a $200 prepaid Visa card. The beds you need and the cash back for the holidays. Check out our new store in Auburn in the Tractor Supply Plaza.
At Big Apple Music, wrap up your list of wishes.
Hi, I'm Pete from Big Apple Music. My brother Mark and I want to thank you for trusting us for all your musical instrument and electronics needs through the years. Things like camera surveillance, remote car starters, and hi-fi equipment. We were born and raised right here, and we love the Mohawk Valley. We've owned and operated Big Apple Music for 45 years this December. We're proud to live and work right here. I hope this Christmas and holiday season is the best for everyone. I believe it will be better if we can all focus on the real meaning of Christmas and help each other and be kind to each other. Simple things like holding a door open or shoveling out someone's entrance or bringing someone a cup of coffee can make their day. Let's make it great today and every day. And Merry Christmas from all of us at Big Apple Music.
Big Apple Music, put us under your Christmas tree.
WIBX.
This is Keeler.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Now back to the Keeler Show.
Well, we'd never make it on The Voice, I'll tell you that. We're screwed.
We would get negative chair turns.
We are screwed. I want to remind people that our Christmas Eve show, 6 a.m. till 12 noon, Christmas Eve morning, December 24th. So you can be a part of that, and I suggest you figure out the YouTube thing so you can have it on your TV in your living room or your den
when you're getting ready and cooking.
wherever. Doing your thing, getting ready for the holiday.
We'll have musical entertainment.
It is our biggest show of the year. So get onto YouTube, like it, subscribe. It'll come right into your inbox every morning. And as long as you're logged in and you create an account on YouTube, it'll remind you every day that it's on live. And believe me, it reminds me every day that I got to come in and do it. So we do. Go to YouTube and search Keeler Live Stream, and you'll be good to go. Check it out. That show comes up on December 24th. It is catered. We have a full bar in here and food. Catered by, it's a Utica thing.
And
they specialize in catering in parties. And
our boss
so
Tracy has a little surprise for guests of the show.
Let me do this first, Andrew, and then we're going to make our picks here.
Okay.
If you're in any scenario in your home where you feel like your energy bill is just too high, you could lower that bill with a more efficient system, with better insulation, maybe with newer light bulbs, or get rid of that refrigerator freezer that's sitting in the garage or in your basement that is just drawing off your electric bill like crazy. Fred F. Collis & Sons can help. They'll come in and do a free home energy assistant. It's called the Free Home Energy Assessment, I should say. And we had it done at our home, and they'll show you where you could improve and save money. But then there are programs out there, and why not look at it? And if you're eligible, you take advantage of it. Up to $25,000 in some cases through NYSERDA's Empower Plus program. The Clean Heat program in New York State is offering grants as well for heat pumps. National Grid has grants out there. You can save up to $125 to have your boiler or your furnace tuned up and ready to go. You can begin your journey in saving money on your energy bill by just visiting fredfcollis.com to get started. Or call them at 315-860-1301. Fred F. Collis & Sons, Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. And Andrew, we have a little pick'em contest that we do.
We do, but I do want to mention, too, Dan in Stittville messaging in on the app. What is going on with YouTube comments this morning, LOL? It looks like there's a very active string of comments. Wow.
Yeah.
Going on. So
I'm not sure. I have been trying to...
Well, you know who it is that's making the comments.
Who is it?
On YouTube. Just by reading some of the comments, you can tell based on the context of who it is that is commenting there.
Okay, you can tell? Because I can't tell by the name.
Yeah, but you can tell by a lot of the comments.
Okay, you'll have to let me know.
All right, so we do have 4 games to pick this week.
It's the NFL Pick'em contest. Each week we pick right on through the Super Bowl. And will we have a winner here in studio, or will it be one of our listeners? Larry, Wayne, and or I should say Jake in the mix.
And right now,
so there's a game tonight, so everybody's got to get their picks in. Here we go.
Yes, right now, Davey is leading with 35, Larry in a close second at 33. The 4 games that we are picking this week are tonight, Rams, 49ers. Davey, you have Jake and Larry's picks. We'll go with them first.
Wow, that's a lot of comments.
Rams for Jake, 49ers for Larry.
Okay. Bill, who are you picking for tonight?
What's the game again tonight?
Rams, 49ers.
I'm going with everybody's picking the Rams, right?
Except for Larry.
I'm going to go with...
The Rams beat them already this year once.
I know.
It's a divisional rival.
I'm going to go with an upset, 49ers.
All right.
I need it. If I don't start getting some upsets here,
I know.
I can't win.
Davey.
Rams.
I think I'm going to go with the Rams as well. Yeah.
Quickly, I got John Decker here.
Oh, okay. Jake and Larry, we also have Bills-Lions.
I'm going to take the Bills, although that game scares me.
Okay. What is Larry's pick and Jake's?
I think the Bills are going to come back with a strong defense.
Bills for Jake, Detroit for Larry.
Okay. And what else? Monday night, 2 games.
We have Monday. Nope, one night we're doing Bears-Vikings.
Both the Vikings for both of them.
I like Vikings, too. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And Packers-Seahawks.
The Packers coming off a loss, right?
Yes. You like the Vikings, you said?
I like the Vikings, and I don't know. I'll take the Packers.
Oh, great.
Okay.
And then Jake and Larry for that
Seahawks for Jake, Packers for Larry. We'll
on the line,
give ours tomorrow, me and you.
On the line right now is John Decker. He is a chief White House correspondent with Gray TV, and I'm able to go to the top, right?
Yes.
Here's John. Good morning, John. Good morning.
Hey. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well today.
We are. I got to move quickly to get you in here. And so we learned that the President Biden has actually broken some records this morning when it comes to pardoning people. What do we know here?
Well, what we know is it is a record number in terms of one announcement, one day, in terms of the number of individuals who had their sentences commuted, about 1,500. The number of individuals who were pardoned, 39. I need to go through and read the language for those pardons, and I guarantee you the language is going to look a lot different than the language for the pardon that was given to Hunter Biden, which covered a full 11-year period. So this is something that will get some more explanation from the White House at the White House press briefing this afternoon.
FBI director announcing yesterday he will step down. There is a lot of fear that President Trump is going to come in office, and there are just going to be sweeping changes that are more political in nature. A lot of people fearing when it comes to agencies such as the FBI. Your thoughts?
Well, that's certainly the fears. We'll see, if people certainly if they get confirmed by the Senate, that's the first order of business. If you're Kash Patel, you need to win Senate confirmation. And then we'll see how if he is confirmed, how he conducts himself as the head of the FBI. Christopher Wray announcing yesterday he'll step down before Donald Trump takes office.
All right, John, only a few minutes with you today, but we appreciate you taking the time to reach out to us, and we will do this again next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, John Decker, Chief White House Correspondent with Great TV. All right, we're back here tomorrow for a Friday morning. Snowing pretty good out there, so drive carefully.
Oh, my goodness.
We're getting a bit of a snow squall here in Marcy. All right, news next, then Kilmeade on WIBX.
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome,
W295EI,
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, a Town Square media station.
President-elect Trump is Time Person of the Year. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. He's on the cover of the new issue, and the story about the president-elect calls Trump's political rebirth unparalleled in American history. His incoming press secretary, Caroline Levitt, tells Fox,
I feel there's a real palpable spirit out there. People feel more optimistic because they know we're going to have a real leader again who's going to make this country safe and strong and wealthy.
On that front, later this hour, President-elect Trump will ring the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange, and he's also invited China's leader to attend the Trump inauguration next month. No word if Xi Jinping has accepted. An American jailed in Syria for 7 months, Travis Timmerman's been set free, released along with many other prisoners after the Syrian regime was overthrown, leading to days of celebrations. Fox's Trey Yingst is in Damascus.
We saw those celebrations just a few hours ago in a main capital city square in Damascus. But as they were celebrating, overhead you could hear Israeli fighter jets circulating and then a large explosion. And it gives you a sense of how active this front remains, because this is a country that is now ruled by Syrian rebels, and the Israelis are concerned that those rebels could get their hands on some of the Syrian government equipment that was left behind.
President Biden made history this morning with the biggest presidential act of clemency in one day ever.
President Biden commuting the sentence of roughly 1,500 people who were released from prison